A list of the topics, themes, and subject matter featured in this episode has been included in the video description below. So we open on a wide shot of the warehouse where we see rusted steel tables scattered throughout, caked with grime and dust, broken windows that cast a dim light in from the full moon that sits in the sky, casting these long kind of eerie shadows across the floor. We see peeling walls and crumbling floors upon us. There's this eerie silence with the occasional creaking of rusted metal and this distant, ever-present drip of water. We hear the wind whistling in through the shattered windows, the smell of old and new blood mixing with the remnants of spoiled meat that kind of clings to the walls, this mingling with the staleness of decay and mold. The air in here is humid and sticky, a damp stickiness that clings to your skin and clothes. Amongst this decay, we find Ruthie, Sputnik at your side, his welcoming eyes staring up at you, his little doggy eyebrows furrowed with concern as he tries to comfort you after the events of this evening. On you, you still have remnants of dried blood, most of it not your own. Some of it reeds, staining your clothes. From there, we shift our focus over to Hawke, a little worse for wear, taking some heavy hits during the scuffle, but nowhere near the condition they were not too long ago. But in the moment of stillness, Hawke, there's still this lingering rage sitting in your chrome interior. We find Phil, the makeshift glasses that Hawke crafted, just crookedly sitting on his nose as we see him staring at this stim pack, this faulty stim pack. But then there's a flash to this moment where you're standing in front of that raider and not giving him the mercy of death, rather leaving him outside to bleed out with the words, "No absolution," ringing in your head. And Reed, we focus in on you, your vault suit, stained in almost a dark purple, the blue and red of your blood mixing with the color of your vault suit, the pain still lingering as you were mere inches away from death. Yet your will to live let you find a way, and perhaps beyond that, there was someone, people you want to protect, that you would not let that happen, would not let this be your end. With all of you having a moment to think upon the evening, what happened here not too long ago, there is still this lingering presence of something else that is on the horizon as the clock is ticking on a particular arrival of a person that may be linked to one of your group's past. So as you all are in your own kind of spaces at this point, what is everybody doing beyond taking this time?
We see the screen of Reed's Pip-Boy. It's on the stats page. And his vitals look like shit. Reed feels horrible. And he looks at it, but he quickly switches off of that page, and you hear a groan as he stands up. All right. What's the plan?
I believe it had been that you get rest.
No, we don't have time for rest.
Why?
Because we got Shonda to talk to, we got places to be.
Wait a few hours, Reed.
If you say so. We'll kind of slump back down into the bed. I don't like being a burden, Hawke.
Did I call you that?
No.
I would appreciate words not being put into my mouth, thank you.
They're not in your mouth, they're in my head. But that's alright.
You are not a burden. You are hurt. You just need a few hours to heal.
Yeah, maybe.
Then we'll go back to the mission at hand. If the mission is still O-Town.
It's the end goal. Shitty water.
Can I ask what Ruthie and Phil are doing at this point in time? If they are with the group, if they've kind of gone off on their own? Because I know Hawke is staying by Reed in case anything happened to him.
Phil is probably like halfway across the warehouse you guys are in. If you guys are on one side, like near a bed or on the beds, Phil might be on the other side of the wall or the other side of the warehouse. I imagine right now he's sitting on some sort of like bench or stool or just like a pile of boxes. He's got his glasses on, almost like he's trying to use them as like reading glasses, so he kind of has them halfway down. And he's got his scrapbook out, and like he's got the scrapbook in his lap, he's got a pen in the other, and he's got the stim pack in the other hand, and he's just kind of like looking at it. He's taking notes every now and then, flips it over and stuff, and it's just over there like writing in his scrapbook.
I think after her conversation with Phil, she's kind of, I would say, like, if Phil is on, like, one side and the other two are on another, Ruthie's maybe, like, in between all of them. I think after her conversation with Phil, she went and she made sure that, like, Sputnik was okay, kind of gave him, like, a once-over, no injuries, no wounds, nothing, and then went to put on his dog armor that they had found, and I think now she's just kind of kneeling next to Sputnik, like haphazardly petting him, very obviously wanting to like say something, wanting to talk to someone, go up to someone, but I think she's just sitting there getting the courage to speak at all. She feels guilty. And it's probably one of the only times since being drunk that her emotions are right on her face. And so she's just kind of sitting there, petting Sputnik, like staring off into space, trying to get the courage to just say anything or go up to anybody at this moment.
Ruthie, could I borrow you for a moment?
Yeah, sure. Just outside or like
Yes,
here?
that works.
Okay. She'll give Sputnik one like little like pat, like rub on the head, and then she'll begin to walk outside.
He'll turn to Reed. Try to sleep, if you can. Otherwise, close your eyes and pretend then. It'll make me feel better.
Whatever it takes.
And they will follow Ruthie out. Has anyone checked you over?
Well, you put your hand to my head earlier. But I'm fine. I'm fine.
Physically?
She kind of like takes a mental inventory, like, okay, I got hit in the head, probably have a concussion, got stabbed in the stomach, but like Reed like jabbed me with the stem pack. I think she also got like pretty beaten in the legs too. I think actually at one point she may have gotten shot. And so I think in this moment she's like doing like a mental, yeah, just a lot went down. So she's doing a mental scan, and she kind of like there's an obvious like thinking face that she's making before she turns to Hawke and goes, I'm 78% sure I'm okay physically.
Good. Mentally?
You're just asking all the loaded questions today, aren't you, Hawke? No, mentally it's like 12% there.
What do you need, Ruthie?
She takes a really big, deep breath. Because she's already cried once today, and she does not want to cry again. And so she takes a deep breath, and she looks down at the ground to avoid crying again, and she goes, they said that my brother was going to be here in the morning. I don't know when in the morning. Knowing him, probably not until later in the morning, just because he's a little bit of a lazy asshole. I need people to stop getting hurt because of me. And I told Phil this, and I'm gonna tell you this. But if we do run into my brother, whether it now, whether it in O-Town, whether it, I don't know, 12 weeks from now, if we decide to stay together after we achieve our goals in O-Town, he can't. She takes another, like, shaky breath, and she looks dead at Hawke now, and she goes, he can't go anywhere near Reed.
Understood.
But, I don't know how many men he's gonna have with him, knowing him, and, you know, I know him pretty well. Kind of raised the asshole. He's probably not gonna be alone. He doesn't really do shit on his own. He's very much a, how do I get what I want the fastest way possible, regardless on if it's the most efficient or the most ethical. Which is why I find it hard to believe that he's supposedly leading this group of Faceless, or the Faceless in this area. I don't. And maybe it's just, you know, I'm in denial because that's my little brother. Maybe it's because I know him so well. I mean...
He's leading them.
Isn't that what old Dante said?
Mm-hmm.
So...
He's leading them. Okay. What do we do if or when we run into him? Do we run? Do we fight? Do we talk? There has to be some kind of plan in place, or we're all going to make our own plans in the moment, and if I know us, we will not agree.
I want to get information first before we make a plan. We can't go in half-handed, empty-handed, whatever kind of handed we are. We can't go in with nothing, expecting to fight, and we fight an army expecting to talk, and he doesn't want to talk. I think we probably should go back to the hub in a couple of hours, try to get information, because if old Dante knows, I'm sure that there are other people around who know. And I think we just go from there. If you're okay with...
What is the likelihood that he knows you're alive, for 1, with us, for 2, and here, for 3?
She will look back towards the warehouse full of all the dead bodies, and she'll go, the second point, at this point, I think I can confirm he doesn't know that we're together.
Good.
We've taken out, to my knowledge at least, all of the witnesses who would have known. You know, seeing as you guys kind of... She can't bring herself to say the word saved. She just can't. She starts to say it, and then kind of, like, scratches her head a little bit and, like, shifts awkwardly, and she goes, since we, took them down together. But all those witnesses are probably, you know, seeing God or whatever.
Sure.
It is evident that he knows I'm alive because they probably got that information from the person they have.
I see.
What was your third point again? I'm sorry.
That he would know you are here. Because even if we do leave here and go back to the hub, if he comes back a few hours later and we're still in town, the likelihood that he comes searching for you again, how high is it?
Well, I'm supposed to be dead, so pretty high.
So we need to get out of town altogether, is what I'm hearing.
She thinks for a moment, and she takes a deep breath, and she goes, he's not the sharpest tool in the shed. If we do a convincing job of letting him believe that I left town, there's a chance he'll follow it. It's taken him, she kind of like counts in her head, I don't know, I'd say a good chunk of months to even realize that I'm still alive. And I was not at all trying to hide myself. Or at least not too hard. So if we can somehow convince him that I went elsewhere,
I don't believe
I'm
that'll
sure.
be too difficult. As long as there's no proof of you here in the warehouse left over. If I'm in town, we can blame it on the machine. If your brother is leading them, then he will know I've been killing his men. I'll take
remind me
the
to
fall.
write you a thank you note at some point, or buy you a...
Not
She's
necessarily.
good.
Just stay
Well.
alive.
Yeah, I unfortunately seem to be really good at that.
And it's a weight off my shoulders. Sounds like a plan. If we're to get back to the hub, we need to make sure Reed's in a state to walk again. He should be fine, but I do not want to push him, and I fear he might push himself. For our sakes.
She's gonna look up at the sky to try and determine what time it is.
Yeah. As you look up out through one of the windows, or actually you're outside right now, so as you look up, based on kind of the location of the moon, you would be able to tell it's probably about 9:30 at night.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
She'll take into consideration. She'll kind of like stare up at the moon, kind of like gauge it a little bit, and she'll go, it's about 9:30 now, 9-ish. I don't know. somewhere in between 9 and 10. I think we've got time for right now to stay here to rest. As far as anyone knows, I'm assuming, based on the number of faceless here, that they would probably know that this is a faceless hideout. So unless you guys went around the hub telling everybody, hey, our friend got taken by the faceless, do you know where they would have gone?
No, the
Nobody.
second we knew that you were gone, we all split up to find you.
How?
Got help from a man in the sewers. Found you here.
Rewind. A man from the sewers?
Yes.
What the hell? What is that? What?
His name is Vermin, and he's my friend.
Oh. Great.
He saw where they had taken you, informed me. I asked him to collect our friends Reed and Phil. Then, as they are here, he did so.
Have you known this friend long? Do you trust this friend?
Oh, I did not say any of that. He seems trustworthy enough for now.
He lives in the sewers, but I've met weirder people.
Yes, you have.
So, I don't think it's right for me to judge in this moment, considering it helped me, or at least helped that you find.
Yes.
Yeah. He lives in the sewers.
You're very stuck on that specific trait of his. There's more going on with him. I need you to be aware of that.
Oh, that has me a lot more. Okay.
I sincerely hope you get to meet him.
I don't think I want to if he lives in the sewers and his name is Vermin. That,
When we go back to town, I'm going to find that man.
Oh.
And Hawke is saying this with such determination.
So, I don't have any choice in this. It's happening no matter how I feel.
They extend one clawed arm, put it on your shoulder. I'm gonna go check on Reed again. Turn.
Actually,
yes.
You mind if I stop by him real quick before you check on him?
Interesting. Go for it. I can speak with Phil in the meantime.
Well, what do you mean interesting? Why is that? Okay. She's just gonna awkwardly start to walk back and just kind of give Hawke this look of did you just gaslight me?
I mentioned my gaslight era. But yeah, I'll let Ruthie go over to Reed, and yeah, I'll probably go hang out with Phil, so that keep that guy company. But go ahead, Ruthie.
All right. So Ruthie, you make your way over to Reed?
Yeah. She stuffs her hands in her pockets, is trying so hard to be so casual right now. Just yeah.
You walk in and you find Reed sitting up at a table. He's got his multi-tool out and he's looking at this laser pistol that we have, and he's kind of looking at how to take it apart.
Oh, so you're more stubborn than I am. She's gonna say that and kind of kick a rock and make her way over to him.
What are you talking about, Slugger?
Go.
What do
she
you
just
mean,
points
go?
to the cot. Go.
You guys are gonna be the death of me. All right.
Oh!
I'll go and sit down.
That stings a little bit. She knows that he's saying it, but the second he, turns away, she kind of, it hurts. It hurts a second, but she'll follow behind him, and she'll cross her arms and go, I mean, if it makes you feel better when you finish taking your nap, I can, hide some caps in some of the dead bodies, so that way you feel you've,
Oh, thank you.
I know
I'd
how much you
appreciate
love doing that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I kind of owe you one.
I don't think you owe me nothing.
No, I owe you one. I mean, it is 100% my fault that you're should like very awkwardly like gestures to him.
I think Reed kind of like adjusts and he's like, don't even worry about it. Like I said, I wish I was there. Wouldn't have happened.
Well, there's quite a few woulda, coulda, shouldas with
Yeah,
how
well.
today's gone. But you really should rest.
Yeah, I know.
Do you want me to like, would it help you if I read like a bedtime story to you or something?
No. I'll find my way to sleep eventually. Just gonna
Okay.
take some time for me.
Can I do anything or get you anything
If I knew what I needed, I'd tell you, but yeah, I don't know. Just got a lot on my mind, you know?
She will sit on the floor kind of next to the cot. And she'll look up to him and go, well, you can talk about it if you want.
He'll kind of look up at Phil across the room. I'll turn back to Ruthie. I don't know why that stim pack didn't work. I don't know what's wrong with me. I feel like shit. Told Hawke I don't like being a burden. I'd like to get us up and moving as soon as I can.
Well, we've got time. Not much, but we have enough for you to sit, rest, let your body kind of recover. I'm sure this impact thing was just like it probably malfunctioned or something. It happens, I'm sure. You know,
Yeah.
you're not a burden. We wouldn't have all immediately rushed to you to make sure you were okay if you weren't a burden. In fact, you're so much so not a burden. You know, I've seen people ditch people out in the middle of the wasteland for less. So don't think of yourself as a burden because you. She kind of like hesitates. You got shot, okay? Just you're not a burden. Not to me, at least.
Glad to hear that. Here. And he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a holotape. He hands it to you.
She'll take it really gently.
You look on the side and it says Reed's favorites.
She's gonna like hold it and she's gonna have like a wide little smile and she's gonna look up at him and go, is this all the songs that you were talking about earlier?
Yeah, it's all the songs I have.
Well, I mean, if I have them, do you still have them?
Yeah, I've got them. Don't worry about it. I copied them.
Okay. I don't... She like looks at her bad boy and then she looks at the hollow and then she looks at Rhea and goes, I don't know how to do this.
All right. And he motions for you to kind of give your arm over.
She'll like hold it up in the air because she's like on the floor, so she kind of just like raises it up in the air, like kind of like at his like, I don't know, like chest level kind of.
He kind of shows you. Where's my camera? Here we go. He kind of shows you where it pops open there, and he inserts the holotape in for you, and closes it, and lowers your arm back down.
Okay, now what?
Now you just go here. and he turns it to the right thing, and he opens up the file, and you see all the songs there.
I think she'll kind of like scroll through it, and she'll like lean against the wall, and then she'll go, "All right, well, you rest. I'm staying here. There's not much else going on, so you nap. I'm here." She'll just kind of like keep going through all the songs.
You know you don't have to be on the floor, right?
She kind of looks up at him like, "Well, I mean, well, what do you mean?"
I don't know, I just feel bad you're sitting on the floor.
"I don't mind sitting on the floor. Why? Is there something wrong with the floor?"
No, I'm just sure there's more comfortable places is all I meant. Whatever. And I'll kind of turn over.
Well, I'm next to you, so I'm good.
Looking away from you at this point, you just hear, "Oh, how sweet."
Awesome. So as you hear that, we'll cut away from Ruthie and Reed as we see Hawke moving in towards Phil.
Yeah, he will kind of putter over, noting if Phil is still writing stuff down from the stim pack. How
Yeah.
are you doing?
Oh, yeah, I'm just, doing some, like reading. I mean, I'm not necessarily reading. I'm, got like a little thing going on.
I see.
Yeah. Do you want to look at it? I mean, I'm just, the whole Stimpad business earlier is kind of,
Confusing.
I don't know, it doesn't make, I'm trying to make sense, yeah.
I could absolutely take a peek. I'm not sure I could provide more information, but sure.
Phil brings it up.
I only got a few notes so far. I just, I was marking stuff. You say up top,
And Phil kind of holds it up.
the gauge is empty, so, and the
Correct.
medicine right here was definitely administered. I mean, there's still a little left,
Sure.
but, I mean, like, I've never heard of a problem with the stim pad just because you didn't use all of it and didn't have any effect, This is like most. So we should have done something.
Should have done exactly. Yes.
Yeah,
It's
and the
very
needle,
odd.
I checked too. The needle's still sharp. I poked it. It poked my finger, and I bled a little bit. So
Oh.
it's not a needle issue. I wrote right here, not a needle issue.
Got it.
Yeah.
I see.
Not a needle issue.
Reed,
Um,
to your knowledge, Phil, to your knowledge, has Reed ever had to use a stim pack prior to today?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I can't recall like an exact moment in my life, but I mean, I'm sure I experienced him somewhere, like tripping as a kid, shoving one in, wisdom teeth removal.
So
Phil, you would know that as a child I broke my arm at one point.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, he broke his arm, but like, that's like, I don't see anything like, I don't remember anything irregular. I don't remember like them shoving a stim pack in him and then his arm like exploding or something,
Right.
So
It's very odd.
yeah, and nothing strange happens with Vault-Tec, so I don't really remember anything going off then.
I'm trying to make a character decision right now. I don't know if I mistrust Vault-Tec either.
Oh.
Would I have
Oh.
had... Do I
Oh.
know the experiment that my vault was involved in yet, DM?
I
Does
don't
the character know? The
I
player
don't think
does.
I don't think the character knows what
God.
happened
Oh.
in your vault.
Great.
Perfect.
Yes, Vault-Tec. Vault-Tec has never given me reason to pause.
Yeah.
And it works with you, and Has Ruthie had to have a stim? We just gave Ruthie a stim pack. It had no negative effects on you or Ruthie, so I mean, Reed should have been affected too.
Yeah, I
It's all
just
very
don't.
odd.
I'm thinking maybe that I don't know. My mind's trying to say that he missed, that he like put it in and he just hit his shirt. But I saw it like go into his chest. I don't think like the needle didn't bend. Like I tried bending it, it doesn't bend. I don't know.
Well, not that I hope he'll need one again in the future, but if it happens again in the future and it doesn't work again, we'll know it's something with Reed specifically then.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if somehow maybe over time we just get one bad one in the bunch.
It's possible, entirely, yes.
Oh man, I got an idea, but I don't know if it's a good idea. It's kind of a sneaky idea.
Well, you can share it. Doesn't mean
Okay,
you have
but
to
if
act on it.
Yeah, if I say this, Reed's my best friend. I don't want, you can't go like telling this to anybody, okay?
Cross my heart.
I don't want him to worry none, so what I propose is that next time something happens and if he gets hurt, we gotta try it again, right? I mean, just to see, just make sure it wasn't,
Right. I'm in agreement with you. Should
No,
it happen again, if
Yeah.
something happens again like this in the future and he needs one, we
It's
must
not
keep
like,
very close eye on him.
Yeah, it's more like I'm not trying to do an experiment on him. I just, next time it happens, let's just watch to see, make sure we keep note.
You're worried, Phil.
Yeah, I don't know. My mind's trying to make sense of it, and I can't find a reasonable explanation. I just don't get it. It's not
That's
like
all right. It's all
it's
right.
not to say that like I'm suspicious of him or anything. I just need more information,
Yes, I do. Do you think talking to him at all would make you feel better?
Yeah, I'd probably bring it up. I'm just afraid that, what if he gets defensive about it? Then it's like, what if there is something? And I don't want to have to confront that fact, So that's why I think I'd rather wait just to see if if something happens, I don't want to probe about it necessarily.
Absolutely. I will keep a close eye on him as well, and if anything else comes up that I mark as odd, I will bring it up to you first.
Yeah.
And we'll go from there.
Oh, I've got a I got a question that's related.
Sure.
So when you use stim packs, they don't necessarily work too much out. Is that something you relate to read about, or how do stim packs? Have you ever had a problem with stim packs?
DM, have I ever tried to use a stim pack before?
Have you? Yeah. Have you ever used one?
I know that the way that they've reprogrammed their brain, it's like whenever they've had to take parts off of other, Mr. Handy's, they've reworked it like, oh yeah, this is my stim pack. I'm taking, blood transfusion or something like that. They reworked it in their brain that I'm not taking a metal robot apart. This is a person that I'm
like you're not even comprehending that. Like,
exactly. So I don't know if there'd have been any situation that I could have reprogrammed me to think I used stim packs, but
yeah, I think there probably was a moment. Yeah, to continue on with being this in Hawke's mind of being a real human person. I think there would be this programming in Hawke's mind where, I've definitely used a stim pack before. Maybe
no
even like stabbed it just broke, and great, cool, awesome.
I got all the effects perfect.
Yes,
yeah,
everything is fine. Yep.
Oh, poor Phil. I've used stim packs in the past, and they've worked perfectly with me.
Okay, yeah, I guess it's probably just a one-time thing. You know, I don't want to have to think any more about it.
Sure, we can
Changing.
stop talking about it.
Yeah. Sliding over to the next topic now.
Sure.
Where are we going?
Well, I actually spoke with Ruthie about that. We believe heading back to the hub is the best next step.
Back to the hub.
Yes, back to town. The goal is still getting to O-Town, but I do believe we had to speak with a few more people before heading out.
Yeah, whatever, okay.
Did you have another request?
No, I just thought we were going to O-Town next. I'm excited, dude. I don't want
find
to.
your people, yes.
Yeah, not saying I want to leave y'all, but I'm trying to be a dad. I'm trying to get this thing started, and I'm just like, I'm so close. And I'm not there yet, so. But it can wait a couple more days, or a month, or. I think 2 months is my max. So if we can just get there in 2 months.
Yes. I don't foresee us staying here for longer than maybe another day.
Okay, yeah. Because it's
We'll
like
get you
2
there.
months, and then I can start the process of being a dad, and then I gotta wait another 9 months after that. So it's like a year time frame,
Yes, it's
I'm looking at
quite a while. Yes. We'll get you there, Phil. If you need anything, you can ask.
Sugar bomb? You got sugar bombs somewhere?
I don't have any on my person, but Ruthie might.
Okay, I have one real request.
Oh, yes.
$1 million. Oh my god! Oh!
Phil slaps his leg.
Yes, a dad joke. Yes.
You get it?
It's
because what's funny is that I don't necessarily expect you to have $1 million. You said, well, you give me anything, and I say, give me $1 million.
Yes,
You just be like, I don't have $1 million.
I don't have exactly. It's a very good, clever joke.
No, I don't like it. I don't like it. Never mind.
Okay, never mind. It was a bad
I'm gonna
joke.
go.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You didn't have to say that. Actually.
I apologize. I'm gonna go check on Reed. I'm very good at that. So
let me think about more jokes.
yes, write them down and share them with the class.
Now I kind of like to just go off the head and just test them when they come to my head. I don't prep my material,
As Phil is like, half of the other scrapbook is just a bunch of lines of jokes that he's like written.
It's Phil's type 5.
To try out, like dad joke number 73.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Hawke will kind of work their way back over to Reed, and then we'll just kind of periodically keep checking on people until, they're kind of waiting on Ruthie to be like, okay, time to go. Like, we can't be here any longer. And that's when they'll help get Reed going and all that. Or carry Reed, whatever has to happen,
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so I think as you kind of pivot away from Phil there, as Phil continues to write down more jokes, despite saying he's, just comes with them off the top of his head. Yep. You would see Ruthie sitting nearby Reed as Reed kind of sits and tries to get some rest. But Ruthie sitting on the ground. Sputnik would be sitting next to her, his head on her thigh, just kind of sleeping. His eyes are closed. Got his little paws up, just sleeping. Got his new armor on. You would see that as you kind of approach. But yeah, it's kind of at this point, as far as it's pretty low key at this point, you can kind of determine how long you want to allow Reed to rest. And then from there, we can kind of start looking at, based on kind of how many hours you want to wait, heading back into wherever you end up going, whether that's the hub or continuing to push north, whatever that is.
I'm doing math in my head. Hang on.
Yep.
I think when Hawke kind of putters on over, Ruthie will look up from her pet boy, kind of give a quick glance over at Reed, and then she'll kind of whisper, hoping that Reed is asleep and as to not hopefully wake him. She'll go, I think our best course of action is probably heading out, I'd say at around 5:30, 6 in the morning. I think that
around dawn.
Yeah, that might give Reed enough time for his body to recover, for him to have the strength. Oh, I don't like that. I saw that. Don't like that. She'll kind of nod and go, but it might also be beneficial if maybe we rotate lookout shifts to keep an eye out just in case somebody decides to come poking around. But I think
I was planning to do that myself while the rest of you slept.
she's gonna hesitate at the idea,
Ruthie,
and then, yeah.
with love, you look exhausted.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I can handle it.
You're okay? Because you've been checking on everybody. No one's... I mean, Reed patched you up, but are you okay? Do you need
I'm
to...
all right. Thank you. But I will be better, knowing all of you are rested and well and ready to hit the road.
You make a pretty good dad yourself,
Thank you. I'm gonna go
Alright.
start watch. There are many cots for you to pick. Good night, Ruthie.
Good night, Hawke.
And he'll start puttering toward the door. Might, give a shout out to Phil, like, hey, go sleep at some point tonight, please. But yeah, I am planning to kind of just stay up the whole night since I don't technically have to sleep. I know I won't get any extra healing, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Reed actually fixed me up pretty much all the way to full health, so I'm
Yeah.
okay with that.
Yeah, that was a solid.
It was
Full-
a solid roll, dude.
Yeah, that was a really good. Yeah, so perfect. Yeah, so Hawke, you head outside or kind of head out just to
I'm just in the threshold of the door, just gonna keep
right in the
watch.
threshold of the door, just
Yeah.
chilling right there. Amazing. Okay, awesome.
Before we go
yeah,
on
and then-
super quick, I just need to
Yeah.
know, Richard, did you draw that? What?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Oh
What?
my god.
Yeah.
I pulled up my iPad. I had an image of literally just a stim pack and just overlaid it. So it's not actually me.
Okay. I was like,
holy
what
shit.
the
Dude,
fuck?
I wish.
that
No,
from
I just
memory?
sketched over it.
Oh
That's
my
it.
god. Yeah, that was wild. I was just like, holy shit.
I wish I could draw.
Showed
but-
us this quick sketch.
Yeah, right. I was like, what?
Just
No,
did
Phil's
this
such an
casually,
artist.
It's not a big deal.
All right, sorry.
No, you're good. I mean, I was thinking the same, like, holy crap. Awesome. Yeah, so as you see Hawke move out, kind of being right at the threshold of the door, is there anything else anybody does this evening? Because there are some different things you can do mechanically during kind of unwind time. There are things like spending time with a trinket can recover certain things for you. So there is that. But yeah, is there anything else anybody has as we kind of move through this evening?
If no one has anything, I would like to do something really, really quick. Ruthie, she's gonna sleep on the floor next to Reed. She's not gonna go to a cot. She's gonna stay put right there.
I'll take what I get.
At least she's sleeping. But before she sleeps, hang on. Oh shoot! Almost fell over. Okay. Before she sleeps, she'll kind of give one more quick glance over to Reed, and she'll look down at Sputnik, seeing that he is kind of just like sleeping on her lap, and she'll go to her belt and she'll take off that like leather. You guys have noticed that she on her hip, like almost like a holster, kind of like you know those like people who have the phone clip holsters on their belt. It's kind of like that, but it's for a book. And so she will
I love that. So cool.
Thank you. She'll take this book, and it's leather bound, but not in the way that like it was made to be leather bound. It's very much a hardcover book that she probably took like some road leathers or some like leather something that she had found, and she had carefully wrapped it around this book to preserve it. And she'll very gently begin to open it, and on the inner page there is a stamp that says property of Orlando Municipal Library System. And she'll flip through it a little bit, and she'll kind of settle in, and she will begin to read the first chapter of The Martian by Andy Weir, which is her trinket.
What? You have The Martian? What
That's
the
so good. I love that book so
I love that The
much.
Martian still exists in this.
I
in
know.
this reality.
I was adamant. I was like, Kylie, Kylie.
Oh yeah.
I did the research too. It works. It works in the timeline.
Mm-hmm. Amazing.
I have an idea too. Sorry. After this.
No, you're good. You're good. I was gonna say, so when you spend time, just mechanically for viewers here, just a quick little game mechanic moment. When you spend time with your trinket, if you've used any luck points, you regain a luck point from spending time with your trinket. So definitely, y'all, this is me speaking to you as the GM. Use your luck points when you can, because you can regain them back on a rest.
Any of them yet.
Yeah. But anyways, kind of shifting back in. Phil, did you have something that you wanted to touch on? Yeah.
I think as everyone, after like, Ethan walks by and he's like, hey, go to bed at some point. I think Phil's like, and like keeps writing, sketching in his journal, flipping through pages, updating like pages he hasn't gotten to yet. I'm not sure if I've ever said if I've had a trinket or if I've been like, this is my trinket. It might be the sketchbook, but also I think after everyone starts to fall asleep, Phil kind of like looking up every now and then will, when you think he has a moment and everyone's kind of like lying down and Ethan is far away enough, he'll kind of turn the brightness down on his Pip-Boy a little bit, and he'll bring up the map that the Overseer has updated for him. And I just want to look to see how far we are currently from the location.
From Orlando? Or from O-Town? Okay. At this point, you are probably between probably about 40 miles away from Orlando. Maybe a little bit more, based on how far you've traveled. It might be closer to like 43, but roughly between 40 and 43 miles from Orlando. Still a bit of travel.
And from my first meeting with the Overseer, there was no like time limit, right? That was put on to.
No, there was no time limit.
Okay. Yeah, as this like Phil's like recalling all of this like actively. He's trying to remember, do I have a time limit? How far am I? Do I have the time to kind of dilly-dally and do these, what I think Phil sees right now as side objectives to the main task at hand, which is reaching Orlando. to deliver this this product, basically. I think Phil kind of taps his foot a little bit, maybe starts tapping his finger, like looking at the map, and then we'll just turn the brightness back to where it's supposed to be, and we'll close his sketchbook, and we'll try to get some shut-eye.
Okay. All right, so as you do that, Reed, was there anything, are you trying to sleep? Are you sleeping? What's going on with Reed in this as we come over to you?
I think Reed has fallen asleep already at this point. Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
Victory.
All right.
He feels like
Awesome.
shit,
Let
and
the
he was
man
trying to
rest.
fight it.
Let the
He was
man
trying to
rest.
fight it, but he feels like shit. You know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Hawke, as
Howdy.
you are in the doorway there, could I have you make a perception plus survival check for me,
I knew it was
please?
coming. I knew it was coming.
Survival.
Survival is tagged, so.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Okay, we have a 5 and a 17.
Okay, so a success.
1.
One success. Perfect. You see kind of out, not too far from the door, there is this fence that wraps around. There's this fence that wraps around the warehouse, because it used to be like attached to an old, like
I see
ranch.
you giggling. I know who's coming.
I know what's coming.
You see perched on the fence, looking up at the moon. His little top hat on. And you see him like looking over in your direction. His eyes are glowing just ever so slightly.
Why? Why are his eyes going?
What color?
And
This
you-
is very important. What color are they?
They're like
No, it's not.
they're kind of a little green, like a
night
yellowish,
vision.
like a pea, like a yeah. But he like you see just looking over there, and he goes, and then takes
Looks
off.
at it, waves back.
Yeah, he
Nightmare
and then after you
fuel.
wave to
It's
him, he
becoming
just takes off.
encrypted. This is gonna become a thing where only I see this guy, like in the corner of one of my 3 eyes, and no one else notices him.
I hope so.
Oh god,
I hope Reed doesn't have to see him again.
haunting me.
Ruthie's gonna think y'all are just making him up to like fuck with her, man.
That's my best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
I feel
skitters.
better.
He skitters away.
I'm in higher spirits now.
That's good. Incredible. All right. So, as you keep watch for the rest of the evening, you hear there is some light rumbling in the distance. A storm doesn't occur, but there is definitely some storm clouds rolling, and you see touches of lightning across the sky. But it does pass after a few hours, and the moon returns. There is no signs of anyone arriving. You do hear kind of faintly in the distance too. It does get sounds like it gets a little rowdy in the hub at night. You hear the occasional like couple gunshots, like kind of crashing of bottles.
We're missing the bar fight. God damn it! We gotta get
And-
out there.
And
No, they're still killing that guy who has mind powers.
Oh my god! Still.
Yeah. I've written a whole backstory for that guy.
Oh
no. But anyways, yeah. So you hear that, and then it eventually fades as the night continues, as you start to see on the horizon just the sun starting to poke up a little bit, casting this pleasant array of colors, kind of some peach, orange, as it begins to rise up. And you see kind of this like couple really like gnarled birds sitting perched
Hell
on the little fence there. And one of them you just see fall over, just go stiff and just fall over onto the ground. And yeah, that's the extent of the watch. Pretty low key at this point, but no
Good.
signs of like
Faceless.
additional raiders.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yep. As soon as the sun comes up is when I think I wake up Ruthie and Phil first, and then when Reed is awake, determining how bad he looks, if he looks any better, asking if he thinks he can walk, just getting everyone prepped.
If I may, I
Yeah.
think you come back in and read.
God damn it.
Read. Hey, was the first to go to sleep is gonna be the first to rise. Okay. So
Fair,
I
fair.
think you come back in and Reed has stepped over Ruthie, is like on the opposite end of the room so as not to wake them. He has like unzipped the top of his vault suit and it's like hanging at his waist, and he's shirtless. And he's
Ruthie,
got
wake
like
up. Ruthie, wake up.
he's got like bruises and cuts and bullet holes, and he has just like these strips of cloth that he's like wrapping around to try to just cover the wounds, and just pulling them tight and kind of just trying to patch himself up a little bit.
Ignoring the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hawke sees that, and there's an immediate like, oh no, like, why are you up? But we'll come over, and as quiet, I don't know if I can whisper, but as quiet as I can get my volume to go, just, what the hell are you doing?
I'm patching myself up. I'm fine, Hawke.
Why did you not come get me, Reed?
You had a job to do. I saw that you were watching.
Well, that job's over now. Give me those.
Yeah. And I'll kind of hand them to you and kind of I'll turn around. Can you get this one here?
I'm looking at the wounds too to see if they've healed at all a little bit.
No.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
What do you mean?
As I'm kind of patching you, finishing the job, basically. Just, should we get another stim pack? At this point in time, the bleeding at least would have stopped.
Well, I would say probably like the bleeding is a lot slower, but I don't think it's like fully stopped.
Fully stopped, right?
So, we can try it. I just don't. We don't have a lot, and I don't want to waste it. If this is some kind of issue with me, then we're down another one for nothing.
Not for nothing. Do you want me to wake the others?
Don't wake him yet. I look over to Ruthie, who's kind of, I think, asleep. The Pip-Boy, still on her arm, and I look to Ruthie and I'm like, let him sleep.
Mm-hmm. I will grab a stim pack from whomever's pack, is open. And I'll come over and I'll try to see if it does anything for him this time. Hold still. Anything?
Reed, how do you feel?
I feel like shit.
God damn it, what's wrong with you?
Don't make me laugh in this moment. Don't make me laugh.
Oh, you're like vermin. There's something wrong with you.
Yep.
Richard just left.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What
do you mean?
Oh God.
What's wrong with you? I think seeing that.
Why
Take notes, Ethan. Take notes.
Oh, I'm taking them. Don't worry. I'm gonna put
Observe.
That stim
Write that down,
pack
write that
in
down.
my
Write that
own
down.
pack. Like the empty stim pack, I'm gonna tuck away into my own pack.
What the
Well, I
fuck?
think probably before you do that,
Mhm.
I would imagine that you like set it down on the table for a second while we like waited to see if it
Wait,
worked.
Right.
And I kind of look at it, and I'm like,
Any different?
not a dud, huh? All right.
Reed, Before today, have you ever had to use a stim pack before?
I mean, yeah, not for many years.
But
When I was a
worked.
kid, I broke my arm. I was fine. They used a stim pack on me first thing, and it, helped. As I've been older and doing the maintenance in the vault, just kind of patch myself up when I got bad.
DM, have I ever heard of Vaulties losing the ability to use stim packs? Like stim packs not having the same amount of I don't know the word I'm looking for, effectiveness on them, the longer they go without using them. Because up on the surface, there aren't a whole lot of these things, so you go a long period of time without them once you leave vaults and so on.
Yeah. I think... Go ahead and... I think this is going to be a roll to kind of gather this information. I would say probably intelligence plus medicine for me.
I'm tagged in that one. I'll take it.
Difficulty of 1.
That's 2 for you there. That's a 2 and a 4.
2 and a 4. Okay.
Yo.
It's an interesting thing as you ponder this question. Radiation affects everybody differently.
That's true.
And it's...
God damn it.
The tagline of the
Ethan always goes back to, radiation affects people differently.
He's right. The flex.
Damn it.
And there is truth in that. Certain creature, like ghouls, for example, there's just different individuals. Stim packs work differently on people, and sometimes environmental factors can impact people in ways, and that can counter things that might be able to help you. So I think, I think the whole mindset of radiation does impact people differently. It is a little weird. I think with 2 successes, it's definitely weird, and Reed's only been out here for a couple days, so
additionally, it should be impacting Phil too, if it's something to do with the amount of radiation. Exactly,
and I think that's kind of the part that gets hung up on, despite being okay, radiation affects everybody differently, but there's that piece of well, Phil got shot, used it, and it worked.
Right.
So it could be something genetic, specifically to Reed, but it's a little weird. It's definitely a little weird, and I think, I think it's
Phil, I'm gonna fill you in behind Reed's back. Interesting. Yeah, he's gonna keep all that to himself for the time being. He doesn't want to freak Reed out with the idea you might have radiation poisoning. He's not gonna say anything. He'll just kind of nod, take the nod, in quotations. Take the stim pack, put it into his pack, and do you think you're well enough to walk?
I'll be fine.
If you need breaks today, you let us know.
Yeah.
You put your shirt back on, I'll wake Ruthie last, and they will turn and putter off to wake Phil first. And then once Reed maybe has a shirt on, I'll wake Ruthie.
Wow.
Hey, listen, you gotta work for it.
Set your alarm. I don't know. No.
Hey, wake up early.
I don't know how to set my alarm yet. You haven't showed me.
All right, so I guess Reed will kind of just tighten up the kind of things that we've patched around him, and zip up his vault suit, and just sit for a little while, take a rest before we need to walk a lot today.
Okay. Yeah, so you move over to Phil. Who's
shake. Where did Phil fall asleep? You pick a cot?
Yeah. Where is Phil sleeping?
I think Phil, wherever he was, just writing down, he probably just put his head back and fell asleep there. So he's kind of got his sketchbook, or his scrapbook on his chest, and he's probably got the one hand down, snoring loud as hell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I just come over and I shake you, and I remain close enough that when you do that, I can grab you so you don't fall off the little barrel stool, whatever you were on. Good morning.
Don't go shaking people like that.
I apologize. Is there a way you prefer to be awakened?
You know them rooster calls?
Yes.
If you could do something like that, I think that'd be better. Like a it sounds more like a dog.
Does that wake up Ruthie?
I was gonna ask, does that wake up?
Phil's loud. Phil's very loud.
Yeah, I'm not aware of how loud I am.
Yeah. You just
What the hell is that sound?
You're
What
supposed
the
to be a
fuck?
rooster, but I can't. Go back to sleep.
It
Wait, are we
did
getting
wake her.
up?
Yes, it's time to get up. It did
Why
wake
are you
Come on
making
here.
that noise?
So
Are
early.
you
It's dawn.
dying?
He's
I don't-
a
rooster.
Do you make it? Is that like a vault thing that when it's dawn you make sounds like a dying animal?
Not a
I
vault
never
thing.
claimed
Not
to
a
be an
vault thing.
actor.
What is an actor?
He's one of them people in the, you ever watch a show and there's like the guy on the TV?
No.
No, they don't have TVs up here.
It's when you kind of like play pretend, but you get a lot of money for it. Like imagine if you were playing pretend, you were pretending to be I don't know, you're pretending to be Ethan, right? And somebody paid you 1,000 caps every time you did it.
Ruthie just stares at Phil like he's nuts. She's just sitting there, like it's like her face is gonna freeze like that as she's just sitting there staring at Phil, and she finally goes, "You guys are weird.
We
Yeah.
do
You
have
guys
to
are
get a move
really
on.
weird."
Yeah, remember actually the one time you were pretending to be a raider? That was acting. You were acting. That was acting.
Okay, nobody paid me a lot of caps though.
Yeah, I'm just saying, back in the day. Anyways, you just getting me up? Is it just? It's just time to go.
It's yes, Reed's already awake and feels well enough to walk. So if there was any a better time to head back to town, it is now.
Before we head out, I would like to, if it's fine, I spoke with Hawke about this, but the best way for us to be able to continue to move without us having Faceless, at least for a time, on our asses is, does anyone have a piece of paper and a pen that I could borrow?
I do, but get closer. I can barely hear you from across the warehouse.
She's gonna groan and like slowly sit herself up, like definitely sore from the fight before, and she'll make her way over and she'll go, "I'm gonna leave a note for my brother that should hopefully mislead him into thinking that I'm going elsewhere. The dead bodies," she'll look around, "are enough to at least notify him that I took these guys down. If he's stupid enough, and I'm assuming he still is, he'll be convinced that it was just me, so I need a piece of paper and a pen to leave him a note."
Yeah.
You see Phil like it's doing it really badly too. He's almost like kind of putting his whole thumb in his like he's like
Oh.
doesn't really know.
It's just sopping wet.
Use one of them. I got you a nice
One
back
door.
page that hasn't really been like. Sometimes when I write, it's got bleed through. So this one's got no bleed through. Pristine
Okay.
page.
Can you rip it out for me?
Yeah.
Think about it.
Oh! Yeah. I ripped like part of it, but
It's fine.
will this do? There's like just like
It's
a corner where
perfect.
like
You can see it's kind of good at first, and then it's like and went to the
I
side
hate
a
that.
little bit.
I hate that so
I hate
much. I would make
that.
you rip another one out. if that was me, I'd be like, again.
Do it again.
We don't do this until it's
Okay.
right.
Ruthie will she'll sign, go, "That's Phil, you once again have exceeded all expectations, and she'll take the paper and she'll take the pen and she is going to write. I also want it to be known that despite the fact that this woman was probably homeschooled and probably, she has beautiful handwriting.
Hell yeah.
Damn straight.
It is beautiful. It's like cursive, but like the kind of cursive where you can still read what it says. And so she'll write and she'll go, I thought I taught you to clean up after your own goddamn messes. See you in O-Town. And she'll shove it. She'll like wad it up and she'll shove it so it's like obvious, but really in there. She'll shove it in one of the mouths of the dead raiders.
Hey,
Oh my God.
Slugger, we're going there. So
Yeah, I was gonna say, did any of us see what you wrote? Because Phil might be like,
Actually, we're gonna go there and.
You
She'll
can write
go.
on it if you want.
maybe
I kind of like the idea of
listen.
if you own it too.
No,
Read
I've
next
been
to the
thinking
boy.
about this. And she'll go, no, I know. I have to clean up my own messes eventually, but this will at least be enough that it'll buy us some time. Before.
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's just say if we get there and he comes, can you guys just settle it like outside somewhere far outside? I'll be there. I'm just saying, I might be a dad at that point, so I'm just saying, take it outside.
She's just gonna look at Phil like, what are you trying to say to me right now? And she'll go, well, I feel like O-Town's big enough that when you find a dame to
They
have
probably
kids
got a
with,
ring. Yeah, they probably get like a boxing ring.
Ooh, maybe. I don't know what that is, but maybe. But when you find a dame and you make a family with her, hopefully by that point I'll be in a different part of O-Town. Or maybe not, I don't. You won't get involved. I promise you that if we go to O-Town, I will try to make you all as not involved as possible. This is my thing.
It sounds good to me. We eating breakfast or we just we going?
We're going.
Oh man. Okay. Okay, on the way then.
On the way.
Yeah.
In town. Yes.
Oh, that's in town. That's not on the way.
We can
Oh.
figure it out. We'll figure it out. I think.
I'm sorry. I don't
Hawke
mean
is-
to be rude. I'm just
No,
hungry.
it's
Let's
fine, it's
go.
fine.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do have some sweet rolls and some sugar, so you could have a sweet roll if you
Oh,
wanted to.
yeah, then
you will
I
gain
will see-
you
I
will gain
will-
some radiation, but
I will,
mean,
yeah, then I'll totally secretly start chomping on secretly, but also you can just hear Fear like.
Oh my god!
And if you try to look over, he'll put it behind his back because there's crumbs and crap in his beard.
Trigger warning, misophonia. Adding that now. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
Just
Hawke's
munching.
gonna
Okay.
hang towards
Yeah,
your
I'm
back.
munching.
All right. Really, wherever Reed is, Hawke is going to be behind him, just so that if there is a stumble or he does fall, I can be there to help, get him steady again. My
Or any
focus-
weird not healing shit going
Yeah,
on.
yeah, exactly.
Any more of that?
Yeah,
Just stop
so
it.
My eyes are pretty locked on Reed while we are going.
I think as we begin to walk, as we're a couple minutes into the walk, Reed will kind of turn to Ruthie. Hey, you mentioned back there that you would try to keep it away from us because it's your thing, whatever. Your thing is our thing, just so you know. Speaking for myself, at least. So.
Ruthie's gonna glance over at him. The throuple. Sorry. Ruthie is going to look over at him, and she's gonna smile and nod to herself and go, "All right, well, you and I still have to go back to your vault and ruin their reality. So, I guess she's gonna first we go to O-Town, we find your dad, and then I guess we're already there, so we deal with the stuff with my brother, and then we'll go back to your vault, and we'll break their safe little fantasy reality or whatever, and then we go back to Magnolia. Is that what we've decided the plan is?
I think Reed kind of laughs to himself. He's like, I like it. Sounds good to me.
Great. Cool. Well, my brother's a real lightweight, so it'll be a slice of, she'll point to Phil, whatever he's eating, although hopefully less radiation.
What? I was looking at my hand.
Why were you looking at your hand? Why were you looking at your hand?
Radiation does a lot of crazy things to people.
Okay,
And
you're
It's
not
true.
Phil
that
looks at
affected by the
Phil looks at
radiation yet.
Ethan. Crumbs coming down his face.
Look. Whenever we get to that point, your brother and all, I'm gonna take your lead. I don't want to do anything that I regret or that you don't want. So just know I got your back. I'm following you.
Okay. Yeah, I really appreciate that. If it comes down to us running into him, just promise me that you'll stick by Ethan and Phil, okay?
I mean, I'd like to promise to stick by you, but if that's what you want.
Yeah, just so that way I know that you're going to be safe.
All right. You know, I'd like to be sure that you're safe. So,
Well, let's see. I've been stabbed in the stomach, left for dead twice, and I'm still kicking. So I think my odds of coming back out of whatever are pretty good.
yeah, I know.
He's a lightweight. You don't have to stress too much about it. It's fine, I promise.
All right. And he'll kind of turn his eyes forward and keep walking, but he will kind of walk near Ruthie for a bit.
Okay. All right. So a few minutes kind of into your walk. It's not too far from the warehouse back into the hub. As you make your way there into the area, kind of cutting through these makeshift buildings down this long alleyway that kind of cuts at an L heading in. As you kind of make your way in a particular direction, where are you all actually heading as you head into the hub? Is there a distinct location you're going to meet with? Are you just kind of... There's definitely people out and about as you arrive. It's still pretty early in the morning, so some people are still... people are partying pretty hard last night from what Hawke heard. So you do see like some people's little like makeshift little huts that they would sell things at during the day are still closed. But you do see some people kind of moving about. Some people that are definitely like just leaving the bar, kind of moving back to. Okay.
Was there still someone that we had to talk to?
I think Reed is keeping an eye out for weapons and stuff.
I think
Shonda's store.
Ruthie is looking at the floor, taking notes of every time they walk by a sewer grate because she is now terrified of the man that lives in the sewer.
He was vermin, he's my friend. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye out for Faceless in town. Because we know some that were here to grab Ruthie literally off the street. So I don't know if we got all the ones that were here, but if there are more coming, if he would have sent scouts ahead, that's my kind of focus. Is I'm keeping an eye out for interesting people. Traumatized polycule. I'm sorry. The chat is driving me crazy.
No, it's all right. It's all good. No, that's all right. That's for us.
That's
Yours.
for us.
That's for us.
Just us.
No one else.
Some
Uh,
things are
Chat.
just for us.
Just
Don't
for
worry
us.
about it. It's fine.
Yeah, as you're going through, yeah, you definitely step over a few metal grates. You hear them clinking under your feet. Go ahead. I'll say if you two are kind of keeping a lookout for things, make a perception plus survival for me as far as the different
Sure.
things you're looking for. Everybody can roll actually if you'd like.
Ooh.
I see nothing. I got an
love to
11 and a
roll.
14.
Perception and survival, you say?
Mm-hmm.
I can't find it.
Okay.
This is the time to break out the SpaghettiOs dice.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I rolled a 2, which that's one of my tag skills. So I think.
Yep.
is
So that's a critical
crit.
success. Yep.
I also have a 20.
Oh!
Oh, cool.
I got
What
a
about you,
7 and a
Phil?
15, but my perception, the score I needed to hit was a 4, so
Ooh.
Okay, so
I
you
ain't
don't see
seeing
anything.
nothing. My glasses
Okay.
are a little bit too wonky.
Oh,
right?
Tricky.
I gotta get you some new
Yeah.
glasses.
You gotta
Yeah, that's
fix
pretty
my
Maybe we
jank
can find
ones.
some at weapons and stuff.
Ruthie and
When
Reed
that's
are
the
like
end stuff, it's
staring
glass.
lovingly in each other's
In each
eyes.
other's eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with your roll, Hawke, it's pretty dead in the hub right now as far as traffic. You do see a few. You actually do see a few raider-like individuals. They definitely have like the heavy leathers and clearly look like, you know, they fit the persona of what raiders would look like, but they're not faceless. You see that they have like all of them just have like torn off, their arms exposed. They have this.
Keep going.
That's okay. Yeah. It's pretty hot out here though. It's very hot and humid this morning.
Sure. Are
yeah,
they shredded?
yeah. No, they're not actually.
Okay,
they're
we're
very
good.
like.
We're good.
I would say they're if they spend too much time out in the sun, they'd probably burn really bad.
Got it. Okay, my brothers.
yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, they're pretty pasty. But you see that they have like a skull on their arm with in the in the forehead of the skull is a 4-leaf clover.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that familiar
Funky.
at all?
I would say you would know. You would have seen a few of these. They're not a huge raider gang, but they are. They're more kind of. They're a raider gang, but I would say they would fall more in kind of like a almost Robin Hood-esque. Like they definitely kind of they'll take stuff from other raider groups that like suck, and they'll try and redistribute them out. So
do they have any connection with the Faceless that this is like we should be worried that they might say, hey, we saw so and so, you know?
No, I don't think. I think you would feel comfortable. They're you would know that they're like anti-Faceless. They don't like the Faceless. They're still raiders, not great people, but they're not as bad as far as the spectrum of raiders.
Cool.
But yeah, you see a couple of them. They're just there's 4 of them. There you see there appears to be like kind of two male presenting raiders, and then kind of I would say and they have 2 women as well with them. Kind of I would say they're in their like mid 20s, late 30s, kind of younger folk. And you would see them just kind of walking over towards the Wrong Turn Tavern. But they look like they have some big leather packs on them with some just random crap, some random junk scrap, essentially, that they're going in, and they're heading into the Wrong Turn Tavern there. But there's 4 of them that you would see. But they all have that same insignia on their arms. But you would see like as they're moving around, they kind of pull over like these almost like cape. They almost have like these little capelets, and they just pull it down over to keep it.
Hide it.
Yeah, and the capelets are a little bit of like a hunter green, like a forest green.
They got a little theme going on.
Yeah,
Okay,
we got a
cool,
little theme
cool.
going on. Yep.
Then I'm
But yeah, they head in there. So
I'm gonna be more relaxed, ironically, seeing the Raiders,
Mhm,
knowing that they aren't buddy, so we don't got to worry about anyone in the immediate vicinity saying, "Hey, we saw Ruthie walking, into this
Mhm.
place at this time on this day." So,
mhm.
but yeah,
Awesome.
all good.
Yeah. So yeah, you see them, and within kind of that same as you're scanning the peripheral, kind of looking about, you see the sign, weapons and stuff, and the door open, and as you like peer into it, it's like walking into a like a hoarder. It's like a hoarder situation. It's just
Hell yeah.
piles of just random stuff. As you see the entrance to weapons and stuff. And I would say as you do, as you kind of take this place in, you're hit with the smell of like mildew and mothballs. It's pretty intense. It makes
Okay.
your nose hairs like kind of you feel them like twist up in your nose. Those of you that have nostril hair,
Right.
All of us. What are you talking
air-
about?
Yeah, what are you saying, DM?
Yeah, all of you do. And you would see like there's a little bit of light that peeks through, and you can just see the dust just lingering down through as the light shines through. It's just always falling dust in here. And yeah, there's stuff everywhere. It's hard to tell where the store begins and ends, because it's a crazy situation. It looks like a lot of it's useless, but you never know. There's anything out in the waste could be useful, as you kind of take this in. But you would see there is like a little circular desk so that they can kind of keep a look everywhere. That's like centered in the store, but it's a circular desk, and there's a woman sitting there, this kind of stout woman. She has these big bushy eyebrows that kind of just go everywhere, and she has these thick rimmed glasses, sun-kissed skin, and this dark black jumpsuit. And you just see her. She's got a little it just looks like a little metal box, but she's got wires, and she's puts these goggles on, and you just see sparks. Oh shit! Damn it! I just burnt myself. Oh, no. Oh, she. Hi there.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I think
What a-
Reed leans on the counter partially out of necessity and partially
Oh, look at
because
you.
he's intrigued. What you working on?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Oh my
I
God.
would. I'm kind of
And she pulls out. It's like a little. It looks like a little landmine. Yeah, it's a bomb, darling. It's a little bit of a landmine. You know, like the ones when you bury it in the ground and poof. Bye bye.
like
what
the
I'm
sound of
working
that.
Yeah.
Ruthie's gonna
I'm
walk
Shonda,
away.
by the way.
Hi, Shonda. I'm Reed.
She like twist her hair.
Ruthie's
Reed
looking
kinda-
anywhere out of anger. She's just.
Oh my God.
You kind of look familiar.
Oh my God.
Like I've
I-
seen like an older version of you, like a silver
Oh
fox.
my God.
Oh, you want to tell me about
Mhm.
that?
Oh my God.
I could.
Oh my God.
Might cost you a couple bottle caps though.
I flip her too.
She catches them. I got quick hands.
What's happening?
Okay.
What's happening? Hey.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
I mean,
oh my
I'm
god.
very-
Should we leave?
She places them down. Yeah. You look like a gentleman that came in here few years ago. Real handsome.
Good at remembering faces if it was a few years ago, huh?
Oh, I'm very good at remembering faces, darling.
A few years ago, what do you know about him?
Well, he sold me a pit boy.
Did he?
Yeah, he said you didn't. Well, if I'm being honest with you, it was right after he came in. He was covered in blood. I think he, if I remember right, I think he had just like. Oh yeah, he was traveling with somebody. He just killed him. It was crazy. But I brought him in, and I just said, I was like, all right, darling, you need to calm down. You're like, he was definitely a little broken at that point. But I, washed him up, made a little tea, and we sat down and talked. And he said after he calmed down a bit, he was heading north. He had some thing he needed to do, but he said he didn't trust the people he was working for, and said, and he took off his pit boy and he said, I don't want them tracking me. And
Wait a
which I
minute.
don't even know if that's how that works, but who knows? But I was like, no, but I did, and I stored it away in a safe here just in case he ever came back, and but then there was he bought a bunch of weapons and
Stuff?
Yep. Isn't that a great name? It's all kinds of stuff in here. But yeah, he bought some weapons and
Hold on, let me stop you right there. He sold you the pit boy off his wrist?
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of look over to Ruthie.
Ruthie will look back at him.
Oh, hey there. Oh,
She
you're cute.
talking to me?
No.
Oh,
Damn! Holy
I'm
shit!
gonna go look at the stuff over there.
Mustaches aren't my
I'll
thing,
go with
darling. I'm
you.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, you said
She's gonna,
what?
like, look.
You said what now? You said what's not your thing?
I'm gonna grab Phil by the shoulder and start guiding him towards the back.
I'll have you know I'm a cat!
Ruthie's gonna like watch this scene and then like look behind her and then look at Reed and then look back at Shonda and go,
Yeah.
here's my question. We found
Woman.
his pet boy quite a few ways from here.
Can I see it?
She's gonna look back at Reed.
She grabs a different pair of glasses.
You still got the one he sold you?
No, I was just going to tell you that we had a big raider infestation a little while back, and they broke in here and stole a bunch of my stuff, including safe with the pit boy in it.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of motion over to Ruthie's arm.
She'll slowly walk over and she'll hold out her arm for Shonda to look at.
I think she's the kind of lady that would do that. She would grab your arm and pull it closer.
Okay.
She would pull you
This
forward.
is great. I'm
Oh, you're
loving
real strong,
this.
darling.
Thank you. Ruthie's not making eye contact, but her face is bright red. She's like, thank you.
Yep. Yeah, this is it. This is the one. Where'd you find it?
Got it off some raiders. Sounds like our stories line up.
Fuckers.
Sorry, but you know rules of the wasteland. So,
No offense taken. Don't worry about it.
I have my arm back.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Thank you.
well, thanks for the info on that.
Mm-hmm.
Got any cool stuff?
You know I do.
Yeah, I know
Sure.
you do.
She winks. And
As she
and,
turns
yeah.
around, Reed looks at Ruthie and is like,
Ruthie will look back at him and just start like silently laughing, and then we'll mouth, "It's your turn."
She turns back around, and so you looking for weapons or you looking for stuff? Because I got a few things that might be interesting. I'll take any. I'm willing to trade too. If you got things to sell for caps, I can do that.
I kind of lean on the counter again.
Oh my god.
Look, I'm a pretty handy guy, so
she
if you
leans
got
closer
any,
to you.
if you got any projects that aren't quite finished yet that you'd be willing to sell me at a discount too, just know I can handle it.
All right. Well, just as charming as your father. I tell you, I said, if he wasn't married, Shonda would have had her chance. He was. Sorry, I'm getting ahead
He's
of
not.
myself.
Ruthie will put her face in her hands and turn around and just like silently scream into her hands.
I kind of try not to let that faze me, and I look her dead in the eyes and I go, he's not. She's dead.
Well, I messed my chance then. Damn. I'm sorry though, darling. That's terrible.
Yeah.
I know what it's
It
like
was.
to lose people. Yeah, I got some stuff. And she leans back, and she goes over and she starts pulling out. She's got ammo for pistols. She pulls out. She's like, "All right, this is something that you gotta be real careful with it, cause we don't want it to go off in here, cause we'll all be dead." So, and she'll pull out. I mean, I like to show everything I got, and she would flip open a box. And inside of it would be a mini nuke.
Oh my god, girl! Holy shit! What the fuck?
I don't know
told
if
you I
we
got things.
and stuff. All right.
I mean, this is a weapon. But do you look
Holy
like you were
shit.
very interested in my bomb that I was making?
I can't be in this room anymore. I need to get out.
Do you need some scraps for making stuff?
Yeah, I'm a bit of an inventor.
Mm.
You got any weapon mods?
I think so. And she would pull out a bunch of stuff. I'm just gonna keep going with this stuff and weapons. That's just what I'm gonna say the whole time. And yeah, so basically how she sells this is just above like kind of game mechanic wise for a second, kind of stepping outside of the world. We'll take a breather.
Yeah, please.
Oh my god.
So basically she sells it by like 3 common materials, uncommon materials, rare materials. So those are the things like you can make kind of advance your weapons and whatnot. So she sells them based on kind of the material components.
Okay.
So she would lay them out, and essentially it's 10 caps for 1 common material, 25 caps for 2 common materials and 1 uncommon material, 40 caps for 3 common, 2 uncommon materials, and then 60 caps for 3 common, 3 uncommon, and then 1 rare. So like it's a way to those basically can help you build stuff for your guns. Those different
Okay.
ones. So.
Would you be willing to send that somewhere just so I can have a visual there?
I was
Thank you,
thinking
thank
that
you.
same thing.
Nice. Okay.
I took Phil to the closest to a back room that this place would have had. Because yeah, I don't feel like we should be in the room right now. This feels real intimate for some reason, and I don't like it.
Come get Ruthie. Mom, come
can't
pick me
help
up.
ya.
I'm scared.
You're on your own, babe. I would have just been keeping an eye out from anything from my vault, considering stuff was taken from it. But I am using it also as an excuse to get Phil alone to fill him in on what happened this morning. While he is charming this woman at the counter and is distracted.
Yes.
Hello.
I'm not her type. What does she think she is?
Hey, focus in really fast, please.
I'm everyone's type. The audacity.
Phil, this is important. Phil.
Was she lying? She's lying?
No, she's... yes, she's lying. You are everyone's type. Listen to me, Phil. This is about
Why
me.
did you play me on so long?
What?
Why would you say that she wasn't lying and then you say she was lying? I just want everyone to like me.
We do like you. I like you a lot, Phil.
Okay.
Okay. Listen, it's about Reed.
Did you?
Shh.
You tested without me?
Listen. It was by accident. He woke up first this morning.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
He's
reach into the
always
pack.
been an early riser, yeah.
You're as subtle and secretive as I can. Just, I'll take it out.
What?
I tried another one, and he said it did nothing again.
What?
This is... I worry it might have something to do with radiation at first, but if you and Reed have been on the surface for the same amount of time, you would be having the same or similar side effects like this, and you aren't, to our knowledge. So I worry it is something to do specifically with Reed.
Okay, yeah, and if anything, I definitely have more radiation. Nobody knows. Okay, I ate a sugar bear on the way here,
I know,
and nobody
Phil.
knew.
I knew. I didn't tell anyone.
You didn't say anything. Nobody said
No.
anything.
You were being very secretive about it. Why would I say anything?
Oh my god. So just so you know.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay, so what does this mean?
I think it means there's something wrong with Reed.
Did he seem like? Did he seem like he was hiding something? Did he seem like you don't know him as well?
I don't. You're right.
Shit. Damn it! I could have seen his face, the way he reacted to things.
He didn't seem...
I might have to stab him with another stim pack.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know if he let it happen for a third time. He was very adamant about not wasting them on him.
Do you think we should have like an intervention? Like, we bring him into a room and like you're like, hey, I want to talk to you. And you're gonna enter the room and I'm gonna be there and Ruthie's gonna be there.
Phil, I think all
Is
of
something
us
going
like,
on with
ganging
him?
up on him. Between him and Ruthie?
Yeah.
Are you just not picking up on
There's
that?
the one time I think things have started to build up a little bit. Like, there was that one time we were in town and he didn't come to sleep with me, which is very unlike Reed. We sleep together a lot. Like, a lot. Yeah.
I see. Okay, yes.
And then last night, Ruthie, like, slept on the floor next to him. And I was like, I don't know, maybe, like, they're not used to beds. But then I thought about it.
Uh-huh.
And I thought, are they friends?
Are we not all friends?
Well, I feel like, I don't know, I don't really, like, I don't even know your favorite color. That should be a friend thing. We can start there.
Oh, green.
Orange.
Look at us.
Yep. Like my hair.
Yes, exactly.
So now we're friends, because that's
we are
like,
friends.
yeah.
And I think they have been friends too. And I agree.
I can't believe you didn't tell me they were friends.
I thought you knew, Phil.
Nah.
Well, you do now.
Yeah, well, at least it's not like a romantic thing. That'd be awkward, you know? So.
Ooh,
That'd be so awkward. Could you imagine them, like, looking at each other?
No. Couldn't picture it.
Yeah, he tell me too, so.
Right, I think you and him need to have a talk. Not
Yeah, I
just
should probably
about
talk.
that, but about the healing situation.
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean talk about?
If he has romantic feelings and intentions with Ruthie.
Nah,
Okay.
no way.
Sure, your prerogative, you know him best, but
Yeah.
the healing factor should definitely be.
I think him and that
discussed.
lady in the place probably. Yeah, I
I'm
mean, they
getting
got
very
something.
odd vibes with them, yes.
They probably
yes.
got something, yeah.
It's feeling awkward. So. Anyway.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know how I'm gonna bring it up.
It
Like,
might be best just to rip the band-aid
do
off.
I just say yeah? I'm like, do I just like play kind of like bad cop? Do I just go like,
No,
what the
no,
hell are you doing?
I don't
Start
think
yelling?
you should do that. No, don't yell. It's if he is hiding something, he might just be scared.
So I tell him, hey, you're not gonna get in trouble or nothing, but like, what the hell is going on?
Something akin to that. Yes, just if there's something happening, let him know, reassure him. You'll be there to help him with whatever it is.
Yeah, okay, that sounds good.
Sure. So, good plan. Good plan.
Yep.
I kind of don't want to go back up the front. I don't know
Yeah.
if they're better or worse or.
Well, is there any like, I don't know, is there any like errands we wanted to get done that wasn't that? Like, is there somewhere we wanted to go? Someone we wanted to see?
DM, are we missing a plot point here? I feel like there's something. Okay, great.
Yeah, so right now, I mean, there's definitely maybe there could be stuff with old Dante, but you kind of talked to him already a little bit. But as far as that goes,
Nothing left
there's not
brewing
really
in town.
not really beyond that. I think, like I said, there might be some more info that old Dante has. But yeah, beyond that, probably not a whole lot left here in the hub at this time.
Phil, unless you wanted to look for weapons or other stuff, I think once the other two are ready to go, we'll hit the road.
Yeah, I don't really got anything to do.
Wanna just walk around?
Yeah, let's walk around. Tell me more about your kid. Tell me about like what do you guys do like in your free time?
Well, when she was little, and I think he kind of starts going off just into like little tangent stories, different ones just off the top of their head about when she was a baby, when she was a toddler, just little tangent stories about, yeah, growing up, raising her. Yeah, I think maybe at this point, because it's just the two of them, Phil might catch that Ethan stops himself from mentioning if there's another parent involved. There is no gender given, but they slip up sometimes and say they, like we, they.
Oh.
Kind of little slip-ups like that.
Uh-huh.
But they don't give a name, they don't use any pronoun,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't seem to notice it, that they do it. But yeah, just kind of wander the shop until I see these two give some kind of signal. I'm like, we gotta go!
Amazing. So, yeah, as you kind of move out and just get out of that situation.
Situation.
Yeah. Reed. So Shonda looks to you, and she look, darling, why are you standing over there? Why don't you come back over? And you don't have to stand over there all awkward.
I'm good. I really like it
Oh,
over
come
here.
on.
There's a breeze and it's really hot in
There's a
here.
breeze.
And I look at the
All the stuff.
yeah, it's wow,
There's a lot of it in here.
A lot of
Mhm.
stuff.
stuff and weapons and when how long ago did the raiders take your safe and things?
Oh, probably, I would say about 3 years ago, give or take. But yeah, it's been a little bit. Bastards. Put a lot of lead in them, but took away my stuff. And she like
Were they-
you would see she like lifts up one of her her, you didn't see this before, but she lifts up her leg, and it's just a peg leg on the. They shot my leg right off. Yeah, it was
Oh.
wild.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind if I ask, were they faceless?
I think they were definitely involved, but it was some other, I don't know. They called themselves like the Buccaneers or something. Yeah. I don't know. Weird raider names. They were dressed like pirates. It was so strange. It was like they stole them from a costume shop. I don't know. I mean, Nuka Kingdom is maybe, I don't know. It's anyways. They weren't faceless though. No. The main ones. Lots of raider groups. But anyways.
What else did they steal?
Oh, well, they stole a couple things. They stole some of my power armor parts that I had, which is real unfortunate. They took a core, fusion core, which really pissed me off. That was so close. I almost had all my parts, and I was gonna go out to the wastelands and start tearing people up. Get real bored here.
What
Kind
a
of
shame.
lonely. Yeah. But she looks over at Reed, who's like, I don't know what Reed's doing at this point.
Reed is just kind of looking around at all the things and stuff. I know that you gave me the breakdown on the common, uncommon, and rare stuff, but like, what are those? Like, what can I?
So, just there's not like a really distinct way of like. The crafting is a little interesting. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Because I think it's just basically, it's just how much more you can build with it. Like a common, you would be able to do like a small modification, but uncommon basically gives you more things to do. Like one is, like one common item is one mod you could do on your weapon, and then uncommon would be like 2 things you could do, and then a rare
Okay.
would be 4 things you could do on it. So it basically tiers up. And how I'm going to do crafting, at least for our game, is I'm going to set tracks essentially. So if you're trying to work on something, you'll make some rolls based on how I believe it's like a repair skill check, or intelligence plus science, intelligence plus repair. And once you complete that track, you will have that mod. So basically, it's the items are essentially how many mods you can make for your group, and what mods you want to do. It really gives you that custom ability to your weapons. It's not necessarily limiting you on.
All right, so so a common would be like 1 mod, and uncommon would be like 2 mods. So
Yeah, but then a rare would be 4 mods.
yeah, so if I do the 25 cap deal, I can get 4 mods out of that. So I will do the 25 cap deal and get 2 common materials and 1 uncommon. I'll
Perfect.
mark that down right now. And
Awesome.
I'll figure out what those are we'll talk and we'll figure that out at another point. I don't
Yeah.
want to stop the game for that right now, but
Yeah, no worries. It's part of it. It's an element of this world. So
yep.
yeah, no sweat there.
And like I said, any
Alright.
unfinished projects or something like that. Anything weird,
Yeah,
crazy?
I do have a couple things. She looks over. She looks to read, and then some of you like to a little bit more. I would say, like to use your strengths rather than relying on a weapon to do the damage. Or I mean,
Yeah.
weapons are still doing damage, but what I mean is you kind of get up more close and personal with the person. I do have
Yeah.
something. It's I mean, it's kind of well, and she would pull out what looks like this, like it looks like a bunch of metal pieces, and it would fit on your hand, and it's got like knuckles on the front, but it looks like a yeah, it's the beginnings of a power fist, essentially.
Hell yeah. How much you want for that?
Oh, I don't know if you can afford it.
Try me.
100 caps.
Ruthie will cough, like choking cough at
Yeah.
that.
I don't know about all that. Like you said, it's unfinished.
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to get my own parts to finish it. You know that, though.
Charisma plus speech. Difficulty 1.
All right. Oof. Charisma is not great. A natural 1. That's a critical success.
Oh my god.
She leans in
Oh,
to
God.
read.
Reed leans
places
back
her-
a little bit.
Mm.
And she puts her hand on the item, the power fist, the beginnings of it. But she leans in and she says, "It's for her, isn't it?"
Maybe.
Hmm. Good. Should be. And she said, 60 caps.
60.
That's 40% off,
It is.
right? Math is not really. I'm just kidding.
It is.
Yeah. Reed will do it. In that case, though, I may go down to the. I don't want to go down to the just.
You
the
do have
one
a bunch
coming
of stuff
over
you
here.
could sell too. You have pipe rent. You have tire irons. You have 6 tire irons.
Oh,
6
that's
pipe
true.
guns. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can we sell some of those guys? Is that cool?
I also have like a bunch of clothing, so I am cool to sell
Hell yeah.
whatever we
Yeah.
need to sell.
Because I have enough caps, but it's gonna put me at like real low if I get that and the materials and
Let's
stuff.
get rid of some of this junk.
Yeah. We got you.
We
Okay.
got junk.
Okay. If you give her 6 tire irons and 3 of the pipe pistols, that would be enough.
That covers
if
it.
you can-
Fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah. So she would take those.
Uh,
You slide it
as
over
Reed,
to you.
as I believe Ruthie had the pipe pistols. I think because you took them off the Raiders or something.
Did I? Yeah,
I think
sure.
so. At
You
the
would've.
end of last
Mhm.
episode. So as you kind of hand them to me and I put the pipe pistols down on the counter, I was like, you can take these pieces of shit. I can't stand them.
Oh, you just gotta know how to work with them. These are a lot more valuable than you think.
Oh, darling, I know how to work
Call
with
yourself
them,
an inventor.
but
I hate this conversation.
She pulls it over and she says, "Anything else you got for me? Any other stuff?"
Ruthie will go ahead and she will put her oh gosh, I have like so much just like random clothing. She'll put
bulk it up.
her. I can.
Yeah, you can if you want to sell it to her. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I'll do the my second thing of tough clothing. I'll do the hides.
Mm-hmm.
I will do the pants from the military fatigues, not the shirt.
The top. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. She would take it all. She'd hold it up. All right. She'd start folding it. Let's see. Let's do give you 25 caps for all of it.
All right, I'll take that. That's the best you can do.
Yep, that's the best I can do. And she takes it and tosses it into just a pile. She just throws it behind her. She's like, I'll just give that to Vermin later.
Ruthie will like
She knows him.
stare at Shonda and she'll go, "What did you just say?"
Oh, Vermin. He's a rat king. He lives under in the sewers.
Ruthie will turn to Reed and go, "Icarus didn't. Who's Icarus?" She'll turn to Reed and go, "Hawke didn't just make that up to fuck with me. That's a real thing."
Reed's head hung down as soon as she mentioned Vermin, and I will look back up to Ruthie and go, "No, he came to get me and told me where to find you. So as much as I hate that fucker, I have to thank him a little bit."
What the fuck?
Yeah, no, I'll fill you in later.
I don't know. This is the one time where I think being ignorant is, as they say, the best fucking thing that I can do.
Yeah, just hold on to your boots. Well, Shonda, it was very, very nice to meet you, and I will put my hand
The pleasure
out
is mine, darling.
What do you mean?
for a handshake.
She would take your hand and clasp it. She would hold it and just give it a good squeeze. And
Slightly too long.
yep, just a little bit. Her hands are very they're calloused just from working on various
Mine are
inventing
too.
things and
It's two very rough
crafting.
hands.
Yeah. I can appreciate a good rough hand.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, very nice to meet you. I hope maybe our paths will cross again. Thanks for the deal.
Yeah, and if you find your paw, send them all back to Shonda.
Oh no.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, everybody needs love, darling.
I think Reed will turn around, not saying anything more to that woman.
Bye.
And just on the way out, just as like a kind of little show to Shonda, just a little bit, as we walk out, Reed will kind of put his hand on Ruthie's back as we leave.
I'm gonna freak out. I don't know if you're gonna see me freak out right now.
You're
crash
gonna freak out. Ruthie's like, what are, like, she's just like walking with Reed, like her hands are like awkwardly like slightly out at her sides, and she's like, I don't know how to handle this.
I think
she's just
when
walking out with Reed.
When we get out the door, Reed's like, and like puts it down like he didn't really mean to do that. I kind of look down at the thing in my hand. So I have to tell you, when we bought this, I was kind of thinking about it for Phil, because you got a Pip-Boy on your arm, and I know you like that bat, so I don't know.
I figured it was for you.
Oh no, I don't got the strength for this thing, but
I think Phil will really like that.
yeah, I think so too.
Maybe the next store we go into, you can buy me a little present.
Noted.
All of us? Who?
I need everyone to know that we are being tortured in the chat by Kylie right now. Said without any warning, perception plus survival. So,
Hawke, as you and Phil, as you are moving around to as you've moved around the building to kind of reconnect with Ruthie and Reed at the front. Okay, what'd you roll?
I got a 9 and a 19.
No.
Oh,
okay.
No.
Okay, so you don't see this. The two of you are in this conversation, and Reed, you feel just like breath on your neck.
Oh my god.
Is it vermin?
Oh my god.
Hello. And that's where we're gonna take a break.
I keep winning. That's what's happening. Favorite episode of all time. Oh yes.
That's where we'll take our break. As Vermin is right behind.
As Vermin's joining the party.
I'm so scared.
Oh my god.
Yep. Yeah. Wow, what a first little half.
That was a great first half. Good episode.
Craziness. Awesome. All right, y'all. Well, we're going to take a little break. Everybody out there, do the same. Grab some drinks, get some food, and we'll see you all here in a little bit.
Like an earthquake starting to roll, I felt my world shake, out of control, like a world war starting to brew. Baby, it's just you. Like a cyclone, wild and extreme, I got my mind blown, stuck in a dream, waking up without a clue. 'Cause baby, it's just you. You leave me breathless, weak in the knees, I'm feeling reckless, pardon me please. The fallout's blowing through, but baby, it's just you. Help me rescue my heart. Save me from falling apart. Take me, baby, I'm sure you got the power, you got the cure. Like a train wreck, jumping the track, or a car deck, missing a jack. What's the Queen of Hearts to do? 'Cause baby, it's just you. Help me rescue my heart. Save me from falling apart. Take me, baby, I'm sure you've got the power, you've got the cure. Like a mushroom, cloud in the sky, I felt my world start waving goodbye, radiating through and through. Baby, it's just you. Radiating through and through. Oh baby, it's just you.
Hey guys, my name is Anna and I play Neve.
Hi, I'm Ryan and I play Dodger.
Hey everybody, I'm Derek Santiago and I play Averon on Dice Rolls Can Kill, the Starlight Chronicle.
We just recently kicked off our season 3, which has found our party quite literally in hell.
As we try to find a way out of Avernus, we discover there are quite literally more questions than answers, a lot of things going on.
They have to fight each other, demons, maybe even ourselves. You can watch new episodes every Wednesday
On Spotify and YouTube.
And, well, looking at the time, I think it's time to get back to the wasteland.
Took a walk out in the fence. Had to talk with a man about some cans. He asked me what's your flavor. I said I need a favor. I'm a little short of caps, but I'm a good neighbor. Took a dive with the swans out in the commons with nothing on. The mutant stopped to savor all my bad behavior. It's all in a day's work when you're a good neighbor. We can shake it up a little, we can kick it up a notch, we can put it on the griddle, better get it while it's hot. I'll meet you in the middle, you can show me what you got. If you're feeling lucky tonight, Diamond City, yeah, it's my thing. I flash my style, I show my rings. I do the boys a favor with all my manual labor. It's good to be a good neighbor. Shake it up a little, we can kick it up a notch, we can put it on the griddle, better get it while it's hot. I'll meet you in the middle, you can show me what you got. If you're feeling lucky tonight, ooh, Diamond City, yeah, that's my thing. I flash my style, I show my rings. I do the boys a favor with all my manual labor. It's good to be a good neighbor. Yeah. I do the boys a favor with all my manual labor. It's good to be a good neighbor. I got lips, ruby and sweet. I've got hips that can't be beat. I got eyes that are looking for love. I just need a man who's man enough. I got arms that hold you tight. I've got charms to keep you with me at night. I've got all that you could ever want. I just need a man who's man enough. Don't need another casual lover walking out the door in the morning light. I want a man who can stand on his own without looking for another lover every night. If you got style and
rise up with the neutron for a cocktail or two. Atomic kisses, survived by a few. They had a nuclear blast. Said the electron to the neutron, you sure could be dense. With this much attraction, there's no civil defense. Let go of that energy, no need to be tense. Give me that nuclear blast. Einstein said that space is elastic. Twist his theory, it comes out bombastic. A mushroom cloud, a sight fantastic. Stick your head between your legs, kiss your ass goodbye. A happy electron, a neutron it's made. Don't give a damn about apocalyptic fate. They party till midnight, then boom, it's too late. It's a nuclear blast.
So as Reed and Ruthie are standing there having this conversation, the breath across your neck. Oh, hello. Looks
All
like
right.
you found your friend.
Here's what happens.
What the fuck?
Reed turns around, immediately grabs him by the collar, and shoves him up against the wall behind him before he even knows who it is.
What the hell?
And then
What the?
when he
Vermin.
sees it's Vermin, he lets him
What
go
the
and
f-
backs away slowly.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Vermin,
Reed.
Hello.
Reed, what the hell is that? Reed, what the fuck is that?
He
Reed.
on all fours comes up to you and he just kind of he perches. Hello. Wait, you're Ruthie, right?
Ruthie, this is Vermin.
No,
Pleasure to meet you.
No. Like,
Hold on.
Ruthie is, like,
I'm sorry.
looking
Does the
around
top
and she's
hat
like,
roll off of his
"No,
head onto the
no."
hands?
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
And his black wig falls off. He's like, "Oh, sorry." He puts it back on.
About the wig. I forgot about the wig. Oh my God.
You didn't need to see that. You
Vermin.
stupid. Shush. Sorry.
Reed.
Don't listen to my
Reed.
Vermin.
so angry.
Reed. I've gone blind. This is not happening, Reed. Please
No,
tell
that's
me
terrible.
I.
You want me to
Vermin.
fix it?
Don't you ever sneak up on me like that again.
I wasn't sneaking. I was just walking. Well, I actually popped up through the sewer. So I guess.
Ruthie is like doubled over, like holding her stomach, like hyperventilating, going, "This isn't real. This isn't real. This isn't
Where's
real."
your other friend?
They walked out of the shop a few minutes ago. Why don't you go find them, Vermin?
Are you mad at me? I'm so
Not at
sorry.
all, just a bit frightened.
What the hell is that, Reed?
Ruthie, I'm so sorry.
Why does it know my name?
Reed has said it a couple of times.
What the fuck is
Don't worry,
that?
I won't. What do you want me to call you?
You can call me Ruthie.
I lean over to Ruthie. Hold on to your boots.
Why?
Vermin, why don't you go find our friends for me?
Why do I
But
need
I
to
want
hold
to
on
stay
to my...
here with you.
We were just leaving. I'm sorry.
I don't... Oh, you made it sad. Stop it. Make it stop. Make it stop. You made it sad. You can...
Is it my
you s-
nose? He pulls off the mouse nose and puts it in his pocket. Am I less scary now?
Reed, make it stop. Just let him stay. Just let him stay, Reed. Just let him stay. Just make it stop. Just let him stay. I just let him
I
stay.
have another one. He puts on another one. It's got even crazier whiskers.
Vermin, just stay behind us, all right?
Understood. And he walks back. Is this
Yeah.
far enough?
What?
Perfect, Vermin, perfect.
Stop being so crazy.
Reed,
I'm
he's
so
talking to his
sorry.
hand. Reed, he's talking to his
Don't
hand.
listen to him. I'm not
Why
very.
is he talking to his hand? Reed.
Yeah.
This is too much. So much is happening.
I'll be honest, I thought that you growing up out here might have seen something kind of like this before, but I guess he is that unique, huh?
He moves a little closer.
Vermin,
On all fours.
5 feet.
All right. Social distancing. he moves back. I would say maybe at this point would Hawke and Phil come into
Such a state right now.
He's back and he kind of leans back like on if he like had haunches essentially. He would be like doing the squat.
Kylie, every sentence it gets worse. It gets worse with every sentence.
Do you all need a fucking creature?
I have. Do you want to come? Do you need food? Hawke runs over. And he gets right up.
Hello.
Hello. You're so shiny. I really like it. I won't
Thank
touch.
you, Vermin.
I won't touch.
I apologize. I do not recall giving you instruction to meet us up on the surface.
I know, but I was lonely.
So
And-
you found us.
Yes.
How
I wanted to make sure you
nice.
saved your friend.
Yes,
I was
yes,
worried.
with your help, of course. With your help.
I know.
Your information was accurate. Thank you very much.
Should have let them die. You shut up. You shut up. Don't listen to him. He's so mad. He smacks his hand on the ground.
Oh
my God.
Oh, I wouldn't do that. I would not
It's
do
fine.
that.
Ruthie grabs Reed's arm, like, out of, like, pure instinct.
He'll be
and,
quiet
like,
now for a little bit. His wrist is broken. It's fine.
Oh
He'll
my
be back
God.
tomorrow.
I know.
This is the worst.
I know.
I don't like
Vermin,
this.
Yes.
Was there something you needed, my friend?
I just wanted to say, well, it looked like you might be leaving. I wanted to have a gift for all of you.
I don't want it.
Oh,
Is
good.
it like a group gift, or is this like an individual?
No,
person?
individual gifts.
How kind. How kind.
But you've already given us so much with the information to help us find our friend, Vermin. What else could you possibly give us? It's all right. I appreciate it.
You don't want my gift?
Tell you what, Vermin, why don't you show us the
hate
gifts
you.
and I'll
Stop
take the gifts, Vermin. I'll take the gifts.
It's still talking.
I thought he was gone.
He never leaves.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
What are your gifts? What are the gifts?
Yeah, let's get to the gift.
He reaches inside. He like flips open his cloak. He's fully clothed underneath. He's wearing this beautiful like red gown.
Why are we not wearing that on the outside?
Of course. Of course.
He flips open. It's sparkly.
Oh my god.
I actually designed this myself. I was a.
Is it like Jessica Rabbit-esque?
It is.
Oh my
How
god.
do I look?
Phenomenal.
Cute.
Is that?
And they. Yeah.
No,
well,
continue.
Does it have
You're
pockets?
so charming. It doesn't have pockets, unfortunately.
Will you sew
Damn.
some more?
I could. I sew lots of things. Actually, a lot of these I did. And he starts pulling out. He pulls out a sock puppet.
Yo.
Thanks, I hate it.
Oh.
He pulls out a sock puppet, and it looks like he sewed a little hat. It looks like Hawke. And it's got like he put a little ball into it. It's got like little things like for your arms. It's like it's for you.
Oh. It's me.
It is you.
This is lovely.
Hope you like it.
Thank you. I love it. I'm going to cherish it, and I'm actually very gently going to place it in my
No.
pack.
It's a sock.
It's a gift.
Here, I have one for you too. Hold on.
Okay, yeah, I'll see it.
And you would notice too, the eyes on the little like Hawke's eyes are stuffed animal eyes. It looks like that's what.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Great.
Yep. Yep.
In my pack.
He pulls it out, and it's got a little red mustache, kind of bushy red. It's got he made like little metal glasses. He's like, this one's for you. Here you are.
You know,
Hope you like
I'm actually quite impressed with the craftsmanship.
Thank you. It's quite.
You know, it's actually
something I'm
very
quite
good.
passionate about.
It's pretty talented.
I just want
yeah.
to.
Don't worry, I have one for you too. Reed.
Where's the
Oh, yay.
the hair from?
Oh, don't ask that question. Don't ask that question.
He's from a wig. I have lots of wigs down on my mannequins.
On your what?
Oh,
I'm not
no.
even gonna.
That's an acceptable answer.
Don't
I'll
want to know.
take.
Yes, all my friends. I have lots of mannequins down there. I dance
Yeah.
with them sometimes, and
Okay,
dress them up.
you don't gotta tell me more. That's it.
Oh,
That's
sorry,
all
I thought
gotta
you were
say.
wondering.
No, I was
That's
just
very
wondering
postal.
about the hair, and you told me, and then you kept talking about other things. But I
sorry.
thank you for the sock
hate you.
puppy. I don't think I've. Oh, he's talking again.
is.
Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, I'll take the sock puppy. That's very nice of you, Vermin.
And I will say it's a blue sock, and it looks like a little vault suit.
I know I feel bad I don't got a gift for you.
It's all right. You just being here, this one is a gift enough. You're still alive. Those nasty raiders.
Yeah.
And he. Did you have something else to say?
Nope.
No.
Let's see the next one.
All right. This one was a little bit more difficult. I wanted to really capture the fear. And he pulls out the one that looks like Reed.
The fear?
I wanted to make your face appear like when you first met me. And you would see it kind of as just like, kind of taking a back. It's a little not perfect, but
Wow.
none of us are.
Again, I cannot deny the craftsmanship. You're very
beautiful, isn't
talented.
Ruthie starts laughing. She starts laughing.
It is funny. It's very funny.
It looks
Maybe
just like
stupid.
him.
Shut up. Shut up.
Oh, no, I think it looks just
Wow.
like him.
It is. He's very. I don't know. I get a kick out of it. And he would go over to Ruthie. This one isn't perfect because I had to sneak in and look through the window last night.
You
in the
did
warehouse.
what? You did what now?
I'm sorry. Are you saying that you watched us sleep?
Vermin
last
never
night?
watch us
No,
sleep
no,
again.
no, no, no.
Never.
No. No, Hawke was outside on watch. I saw them. I waved to them. I was just stopping by to make sure you were all right. And I happened to peek in the window. And I was like, oh, that's their friend. It's not perfect, though. I'm so sorry. And he would reach in and pull out one. And there would be a little tiny, baby sock that looks like Sputnik. And you are Ruthie? Your dog, I'm not sure what its name is, but I think you might like it. It's got a little blonde hair.
This is
little-
truly incredible.
His name is
It is a-
Sputnik.
Sputnik. Oh, you're so cute. Sputnik kind of is just like,
It's okay, bud.
It's
okay,
all right.
bud.
I won't eat you. Don't worry. Don't particularly care
Oh.
for dog meat. I like vegetables,
Great.
actually.
I'm glad that
Vegan.
is now
Well,
a
sugar
feat,
bombs.
not-
I don't think there's. Sorry, Ruthie. I interrupted you. You're
No,
always
I was just gonna
interrupting people.
say I'm
Sorry.
so happy that I am totally not at all thinking about you and the potential of you eating my dog. And she's just gonna very carefully.
No, I would never
take
eat your
this-
dog unless I was very hungry.
Nope. No. Nope.
All right, so I have to go. I'm just
Thank
kidding.
you very
I'm gonna.
much. Oh, well, thank you anyway, Vermin, for the gifts.
Oh, yes.
They are very lovely and thoughtful.
Mm-hmm.
I will cherish them.
Good. Well, best of luck on your journey. And. Well,
Vermin.
yes. What would you like,
Say
Bill?
it. Say it.
Oh my
Say it.
god.
I'm gonna look at my sock puppet. I'm gonna look towards Ethan. Well, first I'll look at everyone. I'll look at Ruthie. I'll look at Reed.
As
I'll
you
look
look
at
at
Ethan last.
As you look at Reed looks up at you and goes, "If you're about to say what I think you're going to say, you better shut your mouth." You better shut your mouth right now,
Ruthie
Phil.
is in pure shock. Like, her hand is still on Reed's arm, and her other hand is, like, kind of caressing the sock puppet. She's just like, what the fuck?
Vermin, let me ask you something. What do you want from life?
Huh?
I want to make clothes again. I miss it. I was a designer before I turned into this.
Yeah, and what's holding you back?
No one to make clothes for. They're too afraid of me. Just want to sew clothes for people. What?
Well,
And how much of the world have you seen?
Not
Bill?
very much.
Listen,
I've been here for
Vermin.
a long time. I am the Rat King after all.
I myself am very, very new to this world. I haven't been a whole lot of places, okay?
Mm,
Have
Yes.
you ever thought of going on a trip? It doesn't have to be a permanent trip, but have you ever thought about seeing the world?
or at the very least, O-Town?
Oh, no. Are you I don't...
We are
Re-
heading in that direction.
Reed stares at the two of you.
All three eyes are ignoring Reed for the first time since you woke up.
Listen, I'm gonna say something here, y'all. I understand Vermin isn't perhaps acquainted to social interactions, okay? He doesn't... we're all new to this thing. And I think Vermin, out of everyone we've met, has done a lot of nice things for us. Helped us find Ruthie.
I agree.
They are a little odd, I'd say. I hope you don't
Very,
take offense,
very.
Vermin.
No.
Especially
I'm
your
a
other
little weird.
hand, because that scares me.
Don't listen to Greg. He's real mean.
He's got
his
an
name is
extra-
Greg.
Yes, Greg.
Great.
Greg.
But I just want
That
to
was the
say,
name of
Vermin, I think, we haven't met a lot of people like that, and if you'd like, I think, at least, you could join us. I'm throwing it out
O-Town.
there.
Until
To
O-Town.
O-Town, and I think, I'll be honest, I was afraid to invite you along, but I think that, you've been nothing but nice, and the least we can do is at least take you to a different town. You can see how you like it.
Before we go on, Reed looks down at the sock puppet in Ruthie's hand. Does it have boots?
Does it have boots?
Yep.
Yeah, it's got boots. It's got boots.
Okay.
Boots.
Okay.
You're so worried about your boots.
It's not even me. Reed is
Not
so
about mine.
concerned about
Not about
my
mine.
boots.
It has boots. Got little leather boots.
Okay.
If you come along, there is, I think, some rules and some guidelines you got to follow. Okay, so
Alright.
I think first off, you can't creep around and you get into people's stuff at night and
No
and do
creeping
weird
around.
shit. Okay.
Okay.
Excuse my
Could I
French.
sleep in a tree if we're near a tree?
Yeah, you can sleep in a tree. Ain't no one gonna stop you from sleeping in no trees.
I like perching.
I think also keep Greg under control.
Yes.
Don't let Greg lash out, okay? If Greg
he pulls out a
lashes
knife.
out,
He's like,
Oh
I'll
no
stop
no
him
no
right
no
now.
no! You don't have to do that.
No.
Keep him.
All right.
Keep his speaking.
put
to
a leash on
minimum.
Greg.
Put a leash. Put a muzzle
Oh.
on Greg.
So
I
smart.
think, and here's the thing. I understand that, at least now that dogs, you can try to do everything you can. Dog's gonna bark sometimes, okay? Ain't nothing you can do
Yes.
about that, but you can train them, okay? You can get them a little bit, just more well-behaved, okay? So
do that with Greg.
yeah, anytime Greg is nice, give Greg a little treat.
Very
Teach
happy
Greg
that
that he
this went
gets
in a different
rewarded
direction.
when he's nice. maybe Greg will become a nice voice, you know? But just, if you're gonna come along, just make sure Greg is, on a leash.
And if you would like to make clothes for us, I'm sure we'd all, I am very pointedly looking at all three of you, very much appreciate it. And accept the gifts we are given, yes?
I feel like we're getting scolded, and she looks over at Reed like, are we in trouble right now?
Yeah. Vermin, I have one rule as well.
Yes.
5 feet from me, all times.
Shake on it. Oh, sorry, that's Greg. He'll bite you.
Oh, yeah.
Shake on it.
If I were
Look at
to
that!
shake,
Look at that! He's putting him on a leash. He kept him contained.
I think you should shake
He's
on
already
it.
abiding by the rules.
I think you should shake on it.
I reach out a hand to shake his hand, and right before I shake, I look over to Ruthie and I go, that goes for Ruthie as well.
All right. As he shakes your hand, he does he just gives it a little
Oh.
He just gets a little squeeze at the top of your fingers.
As we kind of pull back from that handshake and I get back to Ruthie, sorry for speaking for you. That fucker just said he was watching you sleep, and I don't want him anywhere near you. That's just a me thing.
It was when you were awake. I'm sorry, I don't know if you said that out loud, so I'm gonna.
Very good hearing.
You know?
Sorry for speaking for you. That's a me thing. That's a me thing there.
Yeah. I'm still processing what's happening.
I understand. Yep, I get it. I met him yesterday. Same feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I should point out, though, if you really quick,
Vermin, want to go in the store, I just gave Shonda some clothes that she said she would give to you. So you might want to...
Yes, we are hitting the road rather soon, so anything that you want to pack, now's the time to do so.
As you say that, he looks at you. Yes, I'll go connect those things and grab a couple items from my home.
Sure.
Ooh, going to miss it.
You can always come back.
Are you sure? Your home is so
I'm going
important.
to light it on fire.
Oh, great.
Start anew.
I don't
There's
think you
memories
need
down
to
there.
Yep.
Don't light
I
it
want
on
to forget.
fire.
Yeah, this wasn't like a permanent moving situation. This was just first to test it out. You don't have to.
It's like a
you don't have to burn all your
like a
bridges.
vacation.
Vacation.
Yeah.
I heard people used to take those.
Yep, you're gonna want your place back here, Vermin. I think you're gonna want it.
All right.
And not to
Very
light it
good.
on fire, which
Yeah.
could then potentially light all of this on
Yeah, because also if you
fire.
like O-Town and you want to move there, okay, what happens when you're leaving there and you're like, well, let me go grab my wig. I burned my wig. I don't got that wig no more. Your favorite wig.
Oh, I'm packing all of my wigs.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
good.
Well,
Great.
something else that you would have burned.
Your mannequins.
Yeah, your mannequins.
Oh, he's gonna bring
One
the
of them I will
mannequins.
bring, but
Oh,
the
of
rest I'll
course.
leave.
I'm eager to meet them. Why don't you go
Um,
pack, and we will meet
Yes.
you on the outskirts of town.
All right. I'll see you soon.
Great.
He does a back bend.
Oh my
And-
god.
Oh,
He's real flexible,
good.
that one.
Does he cartwheel away? What the fuck did he just do?
As he
He
walks.
just back. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah,
go
he
ahead.
just
Go
back
ahead.
bends, and walks quadrupedally but bent.
As he kind of does that, Did y'all
I think
just
we made
invite
a
him to
great
go to
idea.
O-Town?
Yes, we did, because it was the right thing to do.
Wow. All right.
Of everyone we've met, he is the kindest. Phil was right.
That is true. Yep. That is
I
true.
would like to slightly disagree. I feel like some of the people back in Magnolia were pretty cool. I mean, we
You know what?
really
Yep.
got to
Yes.
stay there for free and had protection and free food and got stim packs and the jackets that Phil had made for us. But
Wow.
listen, I'm not gonna argue. He helped you guys save me, so I feel like I've got no dog, pun intended, in this fight. So I'm just
And
gonna.
listen, it's not a permanent situation. We're just taking the man to O-Town. Think of this guy as like another Jimmy D.
Well,
Yeah, we all hated that guy.
That's
but
what I wanted.
We only took him to one town. And that guy might be a robot. So
Oh,
well,
man.
okay, that sounds bad as in saying like, well, now this vermin guy might be bad. But I'm saying this is a second chance. You know, we did it. We did one for the other town, and now for O-Town. Let's have another traveling companion, and then once we leave O-Town, we can get another guy.
There's a moment of like seriousness as Phil references Jimmy T potentially being a robot, as she looks to the party and goes, "We don't know where Dr. Wacko went."
No, we don't.
You know what? Just in my head just now, I thought that we blew her head up, but that was the other person. That was Jimmy D's wife, and that was that random dude.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and she is missing, huh?
We were told she came through? Question mark.
You actually do have information on Alice Black. You know where her whereabouts roughly are. She is roughly 3 miles north of here. She's
a runner. She's
was
a track
heading towards
star.
a testing facility by Hammock Lake and Bonnet Lake near an old private airport. It's called Gore Airport. So yeah, just about. And it is, if you look on your Pip-Boy, it is on there.
Oh,
It's on the way.
It is on the way. Like it's directly north of the hub.
Were we intending to track her down? Yes.
Yeah, this time I'd like to end that bitch for good.
Yeah.
And then she'll look at Phil, she'll sigh, and she will take a cap out of her personal cap pouch, and she will put it in the jar that she promised Phil that she would hold.
The swear jar. Well, as it's on the way, I'm sure stopping by, seeing if she's even still there, wouldn't hurt anything, right, Phil?
Yeah.
Great. Well, seems we have our destination then.
Yeah, Phil, I have a gift for you, but I'm going to need about 10 minutes before I do that.
Yeah, it's not a sock puppet, is it? Because I already got that.
Nope, not one of them.
I'm kind of... he even made my little boots. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
He is very gifted and skilled.
Honestly, yeah, I can't deny that. I can't.
Phil kind of looks at his sock puppet for a second, and he's like,
"How do you know I had this birthmark on my back?"
You have a... What is it shaped like? Can I see it? Like on the sock? I meant like on the... You know what? That sounded weird. Let me start again.
Yeah, that birthmark is saved for lovers.
Oh.
And I guess vermin.
I will respect your boundary, and I will not talk about it anymore.
Secret shape.
I'm going to change the subject to if there's anything we had left to do here, or if we're going to hit the road now, please, maybe.
We should leave.
We should hit the road.
We should leave. I will start heading to the outskirts of town.
What about...
Don't question it, don't question it, and I push Ruthie
Hey.
along.
A manhole cover pops open and he crawls out of it.
Oh, just in time. Does he have a little backpack on? Tell me.
So yes, so when Vermin pops out,
Tell me, please.
it's a pretty sizable backpack. Imagine like one of those,
It's like the hiking backpacks.
yeah, like I have this Osprey bag. It's massive, and it's basically that. But you would also see sticking out of the top of it is a mannequin.
No,
God.
God.
And so the
Good.
top of it, it's got a little cap on, like an Indiana Jones style cap, and you see Vermin as he crawls out of the manhole cover. He closes it, and Yeah, it's an old like leather bag. It's in pretty good shape. It's definitely got some like frill to it. It's got some sparkle. You could say there's definitely some little inlays like on the straps that he has. But he has some papers in his hands that he kind of rolls up and puts in his little jacket, and walks up, kind of walks up normal like a normal person.
Oh my god.
And he says, "All right, so we ready to hit the road?"
Yes, we are going to have a quick detour on the way, but it's just
detours.
a check-in to see if there's an old acquaintance of ours. And then we're on our way to O-Town.
All right, I'm so excited. Very good. Ruthie, I wanted to ask you a question. And
Okay.
he would pull out a piece of paper, and you would see like this very like beautiful like silhouette, this feminine silhouette, and you would see this dress drawn. It's very elegant, but simple, kind of timeless. And he would look at you. He's like, "Sorry," and he's like 5 feet away. He's like, "I'm gonna keep my distance," but he holds it up. He's like, "Is this something you would be interested in sometime for me to make for you? Maybe. I have
She's
some
gonna-
cloth I grabbed."
She's gonna break the 5 distance rule, and she'll come
Mhm.
over, and she'll like very gently take it, and she'll look down at it, and she'll just whisper so only Vermin can hear, and go, "No one's ever wanted to make me a dress like this."
It's awful. Between you and me, it will be our little secret. I'll make you this dress. It'll be beautiful. It'll take me a little bit of time. And one of your companions can... And he would pull out a little, like, measuring thing and hand to you whenever you're ready. And, just get your measurements and let me know, and I'll start working on it for you.
Okay, thank you, Vermin. That's
Absolutely.
very... You can come within 2 feet of me. You don't have to do the 5 feet rule.
Shake on it.
She'll stick out her hand to shake his hand.
He does a little... Just grabs the
Oh.
tips of your fingers.
My god.
she'll like hand him back the drawing and then turn and start walking with the group.
It's very, like, Marilyn Monroe. It's, like, very, like... Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And yeah, so he would he would just kind of like tuck it. He would leave that one for Ruthie. He would let her keep that. He's got more copies in there. But he would just walk normal, trying to just you definitely see like he it's not easy for him to walk normal. You kind of see he like grabs his back a little bit. He's so used to walking on all fours. He's like, "It's going to take me some time to get used to this."
If you need any breaks,
Me
just let
too,
us know.
Vermin.
You look like shit, by the way. Didn't want to say anything earlier.
Yep. Yeah, I feel like it too.
Oh my god.
We might be able to help with that. I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
What do you
and
mean?
It's all good. You're giving me a chance at life. I'm going to help you where I can. Don't worry.
This was a great idea. This was
And
so
he just keeps walking. He leaves with you all.
Yes. Yes.
He's just. Is Phil like doing the power walk as he's going?
Oh yeah, of course. That's
Okay.
his regular walk. Yeah.
Okay, I think Vermin would come up next to you. Ooh, this is quite nice, Phil.
Yeah, I figured you move a lot faster if you go like this. Keep your arms up tight.
Ooh, yes, I see that.
Yeah. Puff your chest out.
Right. Oh, you hear bones cracking. Oh, that hurts a little.
Okay, yeah, maybe you just gotta stretch your forehead. Yep.
All right. He starts doing some. All right. Okay, I'm all right. I'm gonna lead back. I'll give you all your space. And he kind of just trails back a little bit, and you would see he's definitely like watching around.
I'm at
just-
so much peace right now. I'm serene. I'm so calm.
Never been better.
Never been better.
Never been better. So you head on north of the hub. It's still pretty early in the morning. As you make your way towards this area, as the mid-morning sun rather, begins to take effect, that humidity, and Reed, this would suck for you, especially with all that bandaging around you right now. That heat is just, it's pretty brutal. And I think you would definitely be feeling it. The rest of you, I think, would probably pick up on just that heat is just weighing down, or at least I think people might pick up on that. But as you continue to push forward, I do need, because you are going to be moving towards lakes. So it is a little bit more dangerous in this area that you are heading. And I think anytime you go near lakes, you would know that it could get a little dicey.
Dicey.
Dicey. So I will say one person roll, but if somebody wants to also roll to give advantage or give like successes.
Well, who's in the lead, do we think? Who's leading the pack?
Yeah, who's leading the pack?
I'm down to lead the pack.
I would assume it'd have to be someone with a Pip-Boy that has the map. Because...
Yeah.
Oh, then maybe I shouldn't lead.
Well, you have a Pip-Boy with a map.
That's true.
Yeah. So if you want to lead.
I also have pretty good stuff for perception and survival and all that. So yeah, okay. I'll go ahead and lead.
Do you want any help?
Just to be safe. Couldn't hurt.
Gotcha.
Oh no.
Hey, what's up? What'd you get?
Do you want to go first? I think you should go first.
You want me to go first?
Who, me?
Me?
Okay, so survival plus endurance, right?
Perception plus survival.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I got a 9, which is one of, like, I have an 8 to succeed. I got a 9. And a 20.
You're fucking with me, right?
No, I got a 20.
Did you also get a 20?
I got a 3 and a 20.
You guys, your dice don't know what game they're playing, guys. Your dice
success,
don't know what game.
If it means anything.
We got one
complications,
success.
though.
On top of the one from
Okay.
Go
so
us.
that's 3 complications. You did get a success. Okay. Okay.
Oof.
Oh, man. All right.
We're fine. It's fine. It'll be great.
So
Vermin's gonna get shot through the head right now.
As you head through this area, you start to see these massive, what look like huge flies, just flying across the water. And then you would see also kind of, there's a dozen or so of them kind of flying. They're off in the distance with that success. But as you're moving, you do... Sorry, I gotta roll something right now.
I'm sorry, you guys.
I'm sorry too. It's both of us. Consequences be on our heads together. We're holding hands.
We're holding hands. I'm sure it'll be fine.
You all are you're navigating the space, and you just hear ow. That hurt a lot.
No.
As you turn around and you see there is what looks like a proboscis, or yeah, I'm saying that right. I always mess up that word. Proboscis through Vermin's chest. He's like, oh dear.
You can't take it from me. You can't do this.
He does break it though. It's not enough to kill him. But he breaks it. And he stumbles on the ground. Oh shit! So because of that, those 3 those three. You gotta fight this thing. It's so you see this like blood bug.
Great.
So you're kind of like in this marshy area. The ground is a little bit. It's definitely like a little squishy.
Don't matter
but
to me, baby.
doesn't matter to you. But you see this thing moving around, and he's just like on the ground. He's still got it in like he broke it off, but it's like kind of still. He like falls forward, and yeah. So this thing is flying around. As far as I believe that I don't know if you're gonna do anything, but I think Reed is first on initiative as far as this goes.
Oh,
I don't know if you would, I don't know if you do anything, but
Reed would he's kind of, you can see he's sweating a lot, and he's kind of doubled over right now, and he's like, I'm gonna help best I can, but I need y'all's protection. I can't take any hits.
We got you.
And I will go ahead and you know what? I'm not gonna use my gun. What I'm going to do is draw an item from my bag, and
okay.
I am going to Phil, now's as good a time as any, and I will throw you this power fist that we just bought for you.
Shit! What?
Oh my god! Punch!
Give me those stats.
It's not finished.
Okay.
I'll finish it for you later, but it'll help.
Okay.
Okay. Amazing. Yeah. So, hell yeah. So you get tossed out. Reed, you toss it over to Phil. Ruthie, you are up as you see this thing like going to try and stab Vermin again. Just...
Before I go, I meant to ask you this earlier and it completely slipped my mind. Did I get any HP back for sleeping?
Yes, you would have. I think it's 4 HP you get.
Yeah,
Cool.
Rest.
Yeah, 4.
Then I am 1 away from normal, which is
Ooh,
perfectly
nice.
fine
Nice.
by me.
Yeah, Ruthie will kind of just like look up at it and be like, okay, this is something we're doing now. And she will go ahead and she will swing at that thing with her baseball bat.
Okay, so you walk over, and you got the new bat too, with the piercing. Yeah, and you get an extra damage die to it with it as well.
I'm very excited.
All right.
Oh, there's the good roll finally. I got a 17 and a 4.
Ooh, okay, a 17 and a 4. Yep, so that 4 will hit.
So now that's 5 die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the piercing.
Ooh, so that is a 4, a 3, 2 5s, and a 6.
Okay, so 3 points of damage against it. Okay, and you didn't call where it is, so I'll roll for it. Oh, wow, you hit it right in the head, into the creature's head, and it kind of kicks back as the piercing goes in. Actually, you actually get more than that because you also get an additional 1 point based on your strength, so you did 4 points of damage. On that hit.
Fuck it up, dude.
So it looks pretty rough already as you kind of concave its head in. It scutters back, but it is its turn now, and it is going to. I'm gonna roll to see who it goes after.
Super quick.
Again.
I swear to God.
Yeah.
Draw item is a minor action. I'm gonna say that I took the defend major action, so I'm in a defensive stance right now.
You're in a
That's
defensive stance. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Awesome. My apologies on that, Reed.
No, all good.
Kylie.
Okay.
Can't take him from me.
Okay.
Can't.
He needs plot armor.
That's 2 more. That's 2 more hits. That's a yeah. So.
You ever see a crash out happen live? Because you're about to.
Okay. 3 more damage to Vermin. He's taken 7 points of damage. So he currently has some hit points left. He's got hit points left. Don't worry. Okay. So you see like there's part of it that's still broken, but it goes and it like shoves through his through his other. Actually, I gotta roll to see where it hits.
Please tell me it's through.
Okay. Nope. It's through his left arm. You just see it like he's like, oh. And he's just gonna slam attack. It's Vermin's turn. He's gonna slam attack this thing. Misses.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he misses.
Well, you know, he's
that's
got
it.
something in his arm, so.
Yep. He misses. So you see him go to swing, but it stabs into him. He's unable to do that. Bringing us to either Hawke or Phil. You can decide on how you want to
Phil
do
better
that.
go because I want to see you use this glove.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try to use this power glove. How does this work?
So go ahead. With that, just roll like you're rolling your baton.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So target number is gonna be 11.
Mm-hmm.
Let me make sure I've got good dice here. A 15 and a 3.
A 15 and a 3. Ooh, that's good. And did you use VATS or anything? Oh, it's tagged?
I'm gonna use.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna use. Yeah, I'll use VATS for the attack, and I'll try to hit him. I guess just right in the body, just right in the chest.
Okay. So roll. So your baton I think has 3 damage dice, right?
Yes.
Additional 2, and as you
Holy.
put it on, you see the front of it begins to heat up. It turns bright red as you go to punch this thing.
Okay, let me make sure my dice tray is clear. Okay, so 5 in total.
Oh,
Five damage
Damage
dice
dice.
total.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Okay. A 1, 2, 5, and 2 4s.
So a 1, a 2,
5,
And then a 5
4.
and 2 4s.
and then you also I think get because of your melee, I think you get a bonus to all your melee attacks too. Like with it's based on your strength modifier.
Uh-huh.
So it should say a +1 on your character sheet, I believe.
Oh. Oh yes, yeah, +1. Yeah, it says melee damage
Yeah.
+1. Yeah.
Phil, what does it look like as you put this glove on
Oh, shit.
that Reed just throws to you and just smash this bug?
It literally almost kind of looks like when you see a pitcher go to pitch and you see him throw and his leg goes up after he throws. It's kind of like that. So he goes to pitch or he goes to punch, and it just puts his whole body into it, punches this bug, I don't know, into smithereens, and his leg just goes up as he follows through with the punch.
Just
My
it explodes.
Shit.
God.
And yeah, you see Vermin's like, oh, very good. Falls to the ground.
Oh shit. I'm picking him up.
Oh, all right.
Hey, Vermin, are you gonna make it?
Puts his hand on your face.
I'm gonna give him a stim pack. I'm giving him
Oh
one of
my
stim packs.
god.
And I'm gonna stick it in him.
Okay.
I'm losing my mind.
I'm not sure if this is gonna work.
What do you mean?
His
Oh,
blood
there's
is gonna
2
reject
of
it. I'm
them.
gonna make him explode.
There's 2 of them.
Hold on. Because I think the only way that he can heal is by exposing himself to radiation.
Oh really? So stim pack wouldn't even work against him.
Shove one of the cinnamon
Eat
rolls
one of
down
these
his throat.
sweet muffins.
Wait.
Give me one of those sweet
That's why I
rolls.
need sugar bombs. That's why I need sugar bombs. That's the only way I can heal.
Oh.
I think. Hold on, I'm double checking.
God. It's over.
No, it works. It does work. It does work.
Oh,
for him.
okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Phil.
Yep.
You're my savior. So charming. And
You know, that other lady at the place didn't see it.
well, she's an idiot.
Vermin, I think you're here to stay.
He gives you a little. He just gives a little pat on the arm. He's like, "All right, I think I'm good now." He gets up. Ooh, well, adventuring's dangerous with you all. I like it. You hear that, Gary?
Is everyone else all right? I'm specifically looking at Reed.
Yeah. Reed, you want to tell me where you got this thing?
Good old friend Shonda.
Hey, Shonda. Hey,
Yeah, but I
Shonda.
bought it, so
You and me both, Phil. You and me both.
Am I allowed to do another medicine thing on Reed just while we've paused.
Yeah, I need a moment anyway.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Intelligence plus medicine.
Whoa! Is that 2 successes? Hold on. My medicine is +2.
And I would say
That's
it'd be a
two-
1 difficulty.
Well, that's 2 successes. 3 and a 6.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah. If I can give him any more healing, like, patch anything else up that I can, and check the wounds, see if there's any changes.
I mean, I think you would see the bandages are
Damn it, dude.
they're wet from sweat and just leaking blood. He's just rough. He's in rough shape.
Reed, I have to change the bandages.
Yeah, do what you gotta do. I'll unzip my vault suit and I'll be shirtless for a second. Oh god, it's hot out here.
I will. I'm gonna put fresh bandages on, and might exchange a glance with Phil of like the wounds are not healing. Like something's clearly still
really wrong. Okay.
But I'll work fast.
Okay.
Can I, if I may, do I either like, do I see the glance that you two give? Or is it like very subtle, but I have to like roll for it?
I think I do it when I'm wrapping up like his back, so Reed specifically won't see the look. But if Phil's fine with it, I'm fine with Ruthie seeing it.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that like I'm not sure if you understand what like exactly Phil is. Yeah, the exact emotion, but you can definitely tell that Phil's like staring at Reed with like there's definitely a look. You see a look towards Ethan and a look to Reed, and I feel like you could be able to infer that like Ethan and Phil have talked about something
involving Reed.
Yeah.
I think Ruthie will clock it. She's not gonna say anything because it's one of those, if they aren't saying it out loud, I'll wait until Reed's not around. It's just the 3 of us. And she'll kind of watch Hawke for a second before getting visibly uncomfortable and going, I'll keep watch while you guys fix his bandages.
Thank you. I won't take long.
Yeah.
Yeah, Reed, I'm gonna steal you for a second after Ethan's done.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah. I'll finish that up. Vermin, come. We'll keep Ruthie
Vermin,
company.
come.
Vermin, here.
Here, boy.
We'll keep Ruthie and Sputnik company.
He comes over. He pulls out. He has like a little ukulele in his hand. He's like, "All right."
Oh dear
Where
God!
did he get that?
Oh dear God!
Where did he get it?
It will be like, let me check you over while we're, with her.
Oh,
but
all right. Runs up. Be all right. Yeah, he comes over with you.
yeah.
What's up, bud?
Reed, what is going on?
I don't know, man. Sure wish I knew.
I feel like you've got to know. Is there something you're not telling us? Is there something you don't want to tell the group? You can tell me.
No, buddy.
Like one-on-one right now. Something is going on. Stimpaks ain't working. Me and Ethan have talked about it, bud. We know something's up. Stimpaks don't just not work. So if you know something, you should tell.
Phil, I agree with you. This is insane. Every time I get hurt in the vault, I just patch myself up and I'm fine. I haven't been hurt seriously since I broke my arm when I was a kid. This is a lot. I don't know what's happening. I promise you, buddy, as soon as I do know, I'll tell you. I'm not trying to hide shit from you. I would never do that.
What is the equivalent of an insight check here?
Yeah, I think I've asked
Insight check.
I've done perception plus survival.
Oh, fuck.
But remember what you can do you can use your luck instead of.
Yeah,
You
right.
can use your luck.
The
That
stranger.
Okay.
I will spend.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will
The
spend a luck
mysterious stranger
point.
just comes out and he's like, yeah, he's lying.
mysterious
He's
stranger
lying through his
comes,
fucking
puts a
teeth.
gun up to his head and tell the truth.
tell
Like
the
in your
truth.
ear whispering,
Are you
"Don't
are you
trust him.
lying right now?
He's a liar."
Yeah.
Okay, I'll use luck instead. So I got to get 8 or lower. Oh shit! You better be telling the truth. If I fuck this up. A 16 and a 19.
Oof.
Reed looks you in the eye. Phil, I promise you, I'm not hiding anything from you. You took a chance on bringing me out here, and I will always be grateful for that.
Okay, I'm just worried. I was just worried is all, and
Me fucking too.
okay, we get to Old Town. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna try and look for a doctor or somebody that can diagnose whatever the hell's happened to you. Cause, Reed, I don't want to scare you, but this is bad. You're not.
I know.
You're not regaining your strength.
I know.
Okay, so I know you like to be bold, but I'm gonna need you to take it easy in these next few. Anytime if we get into like a little fight or scuffle,
Yeah.
I need you to just kind of take a step back.
Yeah.
And that means too, I had a talk with Ethan, okay, and they've been seeing some things with you and your Ruthie. I know you guys. I know you guys are friends, okay? I know.
Yeah, we're
Yeah, I know you're friends. So that means
yeah, we're friends. I mean,
like that, me and Ruthie are on the same level now, okay? And that means if like something were to happen to me and you get mad, if something happens to Ruthie, you can't go running after them. You can't try to be the hero for either of us, okay? You gotta. Something happens. You gotta let it happen. So you gotta promise, like, one of us will step up, okay? I need you just to be safe. If something happens, I promise you, I'll be there, or Ethan will be there. Hell, Vermin might be there. But for now, you gotta rest, man.
that one's a little harder for me to promise. I don't like letting things happen to the people in my life. You know that. You know how upset I was when I couldn't help my mom.
Yeah, I know. And I know that we're making friends up here, Reed, but let me leave you with this, okay? How well do we really know these people?
What do you mean?
I'm just saying they're nice and they're, you're making friends and that's good. And I made a friend. But, Reed, they're not vault dwellers.
Yeah. What are
I'm
you
just
saying, Phil?
I'm just saying our priorities lie in O-Town. And if worse comes to worst, Reed, I'm looking out for you.
Yeah, I'm looking out for you, and I happen to like these people a lot. If anything were to happen to any of them, and then I look over and I see Vermin standing there, and I just kind of... if anything were to happen to them, I want to be there regardless. I want to help. Look, when we came out here, I knew that we weren't just going to meet a bunch of Vault Dwellers. That's why we came out here. And you're telling me you're out here trying to find a wife, you're trying to have a family. Do you think you're only going to find Vault Dwellers up here?
I mean, that's kind of the ideal plan, was to find other Vault Dwellers.
Keep your mind open, Phil, alright?
And I'm just saying, don't forget about Vault-Tec. Don't forget about who gave you everything.
I won't forget about my people.
That's all I'm trying to say.
I love you, bud.
We're gonna find that doctor, man. I love you too.
Yeah. Now, on a lighter note, look at this fucking arm piece I just gave you here. Look at this thing.
Yeah, it's pretty badass. I ain't gonna lie.
I'll finish it up for you.
You see what I did to
promise.
that bug?
I did. That was pretty fucking crazy. I'll tell you what. I'll finish it for you.
Hey, thanks, pal. Let's catch up, but don't jog too fast again. Take some time to rest. Don't push yourself.
You know I can't stop moving, but maybe if we could take a few breaks here and there.
Just say the word, man. We don't care.
All right. And Phil, you know this about Reed. Like, Reed, even in the vault, he never stopped moving. He's the kind of guy that, like, he needs something to do.
Yeah.
And so
I think Phil
sucks for him.
Yeah. And I think Phil, from that, he's trying to understand, you know.
And Phil, I know I'm getting pretty friendly with Ruthie.
Yeah.
Just know I still got you. All right, you're not being replaced or nothing.
Yeah, I know. 'Cause I know, life or death situation, at the end of the day, you're gonna choose me. Let's get up, bud. Let's go ahead, catch up. Take some time. Seriously, okay?
And Phil will start to speed walk back up towards the front of the group.
I think as Phil walks away, Reed doesn't know what to think right now, and kind of hangs his head. And then you'll see him kind of grab his side and straighten back up. All right, we moving?
If you are.
We're moving. Just if we could take some breaks here and there.
Should we take one now?
We just did. It's all right.
Okay. Before we start walking, can I do like a quick kind of just like scan of the horizon to see if there's anything else? Because that went so well for me last time.
Yeah, go ahead and make another perception plus survival. Sure.
I don't like the way you said that.
No, it's fine.
Ooh, I got double 4s.
Woo!
Okay.
Hell yeah.
And it's tagged too, right?
Yes.
So what's the number on your skills for survival? Is it 3?
Yes, it is
Or
a 3.
Okay, so not quite a crit, but yeah, but 2 successes. Yeah, you look on the horizon. You do see you're actually not too far from your destination. You would see what like the remains of an old kind of one of those observation towers that you would see at like an airport. There's just it's broken or whatever, but you would see a few buildings scattered about. Some of them are in more disarray than not, but you're probably about 3/4 of a mile from your location. Beyond that, you don't see anybody moving around.
Okay.
I mean, you definitely see there's some more of those bugs off in the distance, but they're not around you at this time. As a little bit of the high sun, the heat. There was a little bit of cloud cover just some moments ago, but that's kind of dissipated, and the heat is kind of pushing them off at this time.
Ruthie's gonna, before Reed and Phil truly meet up with Hawke and Ruthie, Ruthie's gonna glance over at Hawke and go, I have a really bad idea.
Sure it.
I don't want to say this, but I think it might be a good idea before we knock the lights out of Dr. Wacko if we ask her to help Reed. I saw that look you gave Phil. You don't gotta tell me nothing, but if it's what I think you're thinking, unfortunately, she might be our only chance at getting him back up to health.
I don't know what I'm thinking. Besides, Reed needs help, and I can't give it. We can ask. She will lie and say she can, even if she can't.
Well, we persuaded her to tell us information once. We can do it again.
Ruthie,
Yeah?
I confess. If we see anything close to what we saw in the last location she was in, at a grander scale in there, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Ruthie will take this in and kind of take a beat. She'll just gently nod her head. She'll take a deep breath in and go, "Do you want to wait outside?"
I can't do that.
Okay. If you need to hit something, then hit me.
I cannot do that. But
I
if
think
I
she's our
start
only hope.
shooting, just stay out of the way, please.
I will do my best.
At the very least, keep Reed out of the way.
Agreed.
Okay. Ready when you are.
Into the witch's lair, I guess, and she'll start walking.
All right. So as you continue forward, you get there in about 3/4 of a mile, with just kind of taking it easy for Reed. It takes you about a half an hour to get there. As you do, it's pretty desolate. I mean, small private airports tend to be pretty minimal. You see there's just kind of broken up ground, former runways in disarray, a few buildings to the east and the west. You see the observatory tower, of course, that's concaved in. But there is one building that kind of stands out amongst them. It's relatively large. It stands about probably about 20 feet 20 feet tall, and it's rectangular in its shape, and it kind of it bends down ever so slightly, almost making like a rounded rectangle, essentially. It sits on the ground, and as you approach it, there's nothing on the front side of it, and it's probably about, as far as like depth wise, it's probably about 30 feet in depth. But that is definitely the thing that kind of sticks out to you all. There's nothing distinguishing on the front side that you look at, but it does appear to have something if you go around the back of it.
How do we want to approach this? Together? In teams?
She's gonna look back at Reed and then look over at Hawke and kind of just sigh and go, "It might be best if we utilize the buddy system here, and use fruit salad if we need, if it's clear, or I'll have Sputnik bark if it's not clear, so I can go in." She's gonna look at Reed, like right in the eye, and go, "You're staying out here."
Hell, I am.
No. You are staying out here.
Look, I'll stay out of the way, but if you think I'm going to stay out of here, you're crazy. I'm coming in there with you.
She's gonna look to Hawke.
I'll stay out of the way. I ain't trying to get hurt.
Reed, listen to me. We're going to walk in there. She, if she is here, is going to see you as the weakest link, and she's going to target you.
So what am I supposed to do? Sit on my ass in the bushes out here?
With
No, it's
With vermin?
okay. That's
the
not what I was.
System. The buddy system. The vermin's not going in.
I think if it's maybe Hawke and you, Reed, can stay out here. Phil and I will go in to talk. And when we have the doctor incapacitated, then you guys can come in. Is that okay?
And if it goes south?
Sputnik knows how to speak.
I don't like it. We fought one of those things back there. One of those bots. And it did a number on us, all 4 of us. They looked down at Sputnik, 5 of us. You're telling me you and Phil are gonna go in there alone, knowing God knows what's in there. This place is way bigger than that place we were in before. Just let me come in with you. I'll stay out of the way. If we get into some kind of fight, I'll hide. I promise.
She's gonna look over to Phil and go,
So's Hawke.
"You're the final vote."
God.
Sorry.
I think Phil is gonna look over. Look around the group. Look over to Reed. Look down at the ground and shake his head.
You have an hour. If I don't hear Sputnik bark by then, we are coming in.
Okay.
God damn it, I'm not staying out here.
Reed.
Well, too damn bad you are.
I don't like this.
Well, I'm not watching you get shot again. I'm sorry. I'm not. You can't make me. You cannot make me watch you get shot again. You can't make Phil. You can't make Reed. You can't make Hawke. You can't make me. You're staying here. You have Hawke. Phil and I will be fine.
Phil, keep that glove on you and here. And I'll pass you my scoped 10mm. That's all modded up. If any of you fuckers die in there, I will...
I agree. If any of you die in there.
Like I said earlier, unfortunately, I'm like a cockroach. It's gonna take a lot more to kill me than just this. And she'll
And
give
in that
Phil a
hour-
glance and she'll...
In that hour, if we hear that bark, it's not just Hawke going in. You understand me?
Yes.
Okay.
I might be weak, but I'm not out.
Yes.
Okay.
And Reed will just kind of plop down on the ground.
Keep yourselves safe.
Alright, catch you later then.
And Phil gets that power glove on.
So do you walk around the building to the opposite side? I
Wait.
just want to make sure.
Sorry. Wait,
You
Go ahead,
first.
go ahead, Reed.
I've got Hawke. Vermin, go with them.
All right,
We're gonna take.
I'll go with you. I can be very quiet. I'm very sneaky.
Should I give Vermin the gun?
No.
He pulls out a machete. Don't worry.
Holy
I'm ready.
shit.
Oh, great.
This guy's
Vermin,
got pockets upon pockets.
Where does he
Listen
get
to
these
them.
pockets?
It
Whatever
was
they-
in my pants.
Whatever they say to do, you do what they say. If they say hide, you hide.
I will.
If they say run, you run.
I will.
And stay hidden. You're good at that.
I will. I will.
Before Ruthie follows Reed around the build, dang it!
Phil.
Before
We've
Ruthie
been doing this
follows
all night.
Phil,
Yeah,
I
it's alright. It
know.
happens. It happens.
Yeah, you
Before
get
she
your Vaulties
follows
confused.
Phil.
I get it.
Well, y'all dress the same. How am I supposed to tell you
Yeah.
apart?
Yeah.
You're all taller than Ruthie, but she'll look back to as Phil walks around the building. She'll look back to Reed and she'll say, "I don't think you're weak. I just think you're too valuable to lose." And she'll follow after Phil.
Reed will watch
Okay.
her go all the way.
All right. So you watch them walk around this kind of this building. As you get to the backside, it would be open. You could tell there's probably large doors that are there, but they are open. And you see directly inside. It's pretty sparse. There is like a terminal on the outside of the door, sitting there as you go in. And then there is like essentially like a sliding fence, basically door that is open, and there's a stairwell that descends down. And as you approach, going in, and kind of moving your way, the two of you would hear, as you start to go down the stairs, you would hear.
Oh, good. Oh, great.
You would hear that outside,
Oh, good. Oh, great.
and would you come around to see?
Probably. I mean, I'm with Reed. If Reed goes running
Okay.
to see the sound, of course I'm going with him.
Okay.
Oh no.
If you don't, I will. If you stay there as you hear that sound, Ruthie and Phil, as you hear the door close, if you turn around, you would see this cog up on the wall, and it says 131. And that's where we're gonna end our session this
Are we in
evening.
a wait,
On that note-
what?
You're in a vault.
We're in a vault?
We're in a
You're in a
vault.
vault.
131.
You're in a vault.
What does that mean exactly?
Oh my
131.
I'm looking at something.
I bet you it'll probably be just another vault that hasn't been touched by an experiment,
I'm
and
sure it's a totally normal vault.
we're gonna have a
dude,
really
there's
nice
no one in it.
dinner. Good times. Yeah, it'll be
Alright.
fine. Oh my god, okay.
Yeah.
Oh my
so,
God.
yeah. Wow. Insane.
Wait. Kylie going, yeah. So.
Oh, I was wondering. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, all right.
Oh,
Guys, this is
shit.
literally where we are. Like, literally,
You're in
that's
the
where we
middle.
are.
Yeah,
We're
you're in the middle of.
nowhere.
Great.
Mm-hmm. Perfect spot for a vault.
Great.
Insane.
Oh,
Insane.
Yep. With that said, that does end our episode tonight.
Oh,
episode
God.
7. Oh my God.
Wow, 7 episodes.
that's
7
crazy.
episodes.
It's felt like 12. It's felt like 1200.
Yeah, it's been a journey already.
Yep. That was a good one.
With that said, we just as a little reminder, we after every episode that we record, we do a little talkback show called Fallout Dugout, where we, as the cast, talk about all the favorite moments, theories, holy shit things that are happening, all that stuff. We talk about in Fallout Dugout, and the group does level up tonight as well. Another level up. So, yep, another level up. And yeah, so we'll kind of dive into that in this episode. But until next time, y'all, take it easy out there. And we'll see you next time in the Wastelands or in Vault 131.
Oh my god.
Till next time. Bye-bye.
Bye, I guess.
Bye-bye.